if I was Floyd and he was me, he wouldn't never have to fight again because that exhibition shit.
Yeah.
As me being his little brother, hey, little bro, we finna do 10 rounds, and we both gonna get 100+ million for it,
right?
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
right.
well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due,
right?
And you ain't never got to.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Just Do shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme's sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Just Do Boxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Just Do. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
What's good, man? Salute to the family. Happy New Year to the family. Hope everybody brought their New Year in the right way, safely, with some family, with some good people, with some good energy, man. And we are back to build on this boxing, start the year off right with a little boxing conversation, man, as we always do. Y'all already know. Catch us on the playback. Make sure you smash the like button, sub to the channel. Turn your notifications on. Come say what's up to the family. You know, come be a part of the build, man. How y'all feeling today, though, man? Windy New Year day. New Year day it is, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. Where we at on the likes? We ain't at 1 million yet. That means we got to keep working. All things, my guy. What it do, bro? Cal Cool with Blessings family. How you feeling? Zach B, my guy in the building. Big Dre. Happy New Year, family. Mike Rhyme in the building. Crush the legend. BJ33. I'm busy with a do, fam. Happy New Year to the fam. Tim Layton, my guy. Andrew Gray in the building. 2 cents. Beth, what's good with it? Canelo, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Ace. Happy New Year, family. Judah Vision, my guy. 32 days smoke free for me. Whew. Man, blessings to you, Kano. Man, that's it's tough, man. It's tough. Gertz, what it do, my guy? How you feeling on this it's good New Year, man? It's 2025, man. Speaking of 2025, you know, just because I keep seeing this around here and I keep getting asked about it, if this fight is real or not, with Crawford and Canelo, from what I hear, that, you know, I do hear that they could be negotiating for a fight next year. I don't know the time frame. I seen somebody throw out May, but we just here to talk about it, man. Do y'all even care? Would y'all want to see this fight? Would y'all tune in to Terence Crawford and the Canelo Alvarez fight? What's good with Judah, my guy? 1 month away from Benavidez and Morel. You know it. You know it. We're gonna talk about that too. I think I have Keith Cologne pop in a little later. I believe a little later in the stream, man. We just gonna keep building how we always do. Man, what I was about to, he said I had no children die. Oh, emphysema, man. Damn, man. Blessings to you, Cono, man. Well, we're gonna talk about a few things, man. I'm gonna have young Keith in the building. I think around 5:30, his dad said. So I gotta make sure I send him the link. Send him the linkage. And we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna build. We got a few things to build on. I don't know if y'all seen the video from Fight Hype with Mimo Heredia and Victor Conte going back and forth with each other. They exchanging words. And in the process of that, I seen the clip after it that kind of threw Tank in there. Tank got thrown in there. He caught a stray. Victor Conte on record saying Tank and Barrios only tested 3 times for their fight. And, a month out leading up to the fight, there was no testing. I'm not here to argue about that. I wouldn't know. My question is, why do he know everybody else's business if he's not involved? That's why people question, his credibility as a whole or his position in boxing. You know what I'm saying? Zach B said, nope, I don't care about the fight at all. You know why I do and I will watch it though, Zach B? Because we know there's 2 fighters, man. Canelo got too much pride to lay down. We know he's not gonna lay down. The same thing go for Crawford. He a real fighter, so I know he gonna treat it as such. Like even if he gonna go out trying. So I ain't tripping on it because if it ain't him, it's gonna be somebody else that Canelo gonna choose. Why don't he choose a guy that actually said they want to fight him? You get what I'm saying? Band up, what it do? Ghost, is that my guy, Ghost? Salute, fan. Hope all is well. Happy New Year to you. Have a blessed year to come. Is that my guy, though? Is that my boy, Ghost? I just was asking about you, bro. We're going to talk about it. We're going to build. We're going to talk about it. I care about Bud and Nello. Look, I'll watch it, like I said, straight up, because Terence Crawford is the kind of fighter that, is going to try to win whatever fight he in. You get what I'm saying? What's left for either guy. Yeah, legacy, more money. To Victor and Mimo, if you guys can prove your allegations against Tanker Morrell by coming on this channel with paperwork, I got some bread for you. Shout out to is that my guy? And why he ain't got no wrench if that's Ghost? That might as well fight each other. How you been, bro? Oh, he says you're traveling, mad busy. Okay, man. Yeah, man. And I hit you, man. You got a little worried. And I know you especially is excited for this fight, bro. I know you is. I know you want to see David versus David. I know you can't wait to see it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a damn good scrap, a damn good one, man. Shout out to my guy Ghost, man. Let me get you back right. Say I'll watch it, shit. I'll watch a chicken fight, but it's not one I'm looking forward to. I get that, Zach B, but I understand it though, bro, because I get it. Terence Crawford, just the uphill mountain and that he got to climb just to win that fight, but. Look, it's been being rumored, it's going around. I'm hearing there's some negotiating going on. You heard it out of Turki mouth. He's talking about negotiating for January and stuff like this. And I seen this on Coach Kenny's story, man. He asked a interesting question. He said it. He said, for note, Terence Crawford boxing skills are just as superior as Floyd Mayweather with his own style. And before anybody say Crawford got hit in his last fight, getting hit comes with the territory. Even Floyd got hit. Everybody gets hit. So if a smaller Floyd can outbox Canelo, why can't Crawford outbox Canelo? I mean, when you look at it like that, yeah, it's not impossible for him to outbox him. I think the whole problem with the fight is the jumping up of the weight classes, him being about 37, the fact that they feel like he's gonna get hit and they don't think he can make it 12 rounds with Canelo Alvarez. I don't know, man. I don't know. Bud Crawford is an extremely talented athlete. He a jack of all trades, bro. He a jack of all trades. I'm not counting that man out in no fight. Because think about what we saying, y'all. I know there are weight classes for a reason. I understand all of that. But think about it. We just basing it all up because he's the heavier guy. You get what I'm saying? Terence Crawford might be the craftier guy. He might be smarter, the more elusive guy. On the night, you just never know. So a guy like this that done nothing but win every single time he stepped in the ring, kicked ass, I ain't counting him out. And at least we know he going to go in there and really try to fight, bro. That's all I'm saying. I can't be mad at him because I know that's what he going to give us. He going to try to give us a fight. Go said, you there. You said, Justin Morrell and Canton looks great. Don't like the allegations. Victor and Mimo against black athletes, though, especially when the two being accused the most tested. Yeah. So yeah, man. I don't like the allegations either. I've been talking about it for the last couple of days. You know what I'm saying? Both of them have really smoked in their weight class. That I get it. But I'm looking at it from the standpoint of I think he trying to make the bag, obviously, but that's a real challenge. You get what I'm saying, Zach B? We talking about Terence Crawford. His temperament won't allow him to get in a fight and just lay down because it's Canelo. So I get it, man. It's something that you don't expect to see. It's something that we might feel like is an uphill battle, like that we know is an uphill battle. But Terence Crawford, a bad man. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't counting him out is all I'm saying. Yeah, I know people favor Canelo, as they should, because he's the bigger guy. I mean, ton of fights. Nobody got the amount of fights that he got. You get me? So I understand people reservations completely to to be hesitant, feeling like he could win. But I ain't counting a man like that out. You know what I'm saying? Big enough to last 12 and more, athletic. Anyway, I'm telling you, yo, he'd be a one of the best athletes that I think he's gotten the ring with since Floyd, if we being honest. And Floyd took him to school. It's the style in which he fought him. He didn't knock Floyd out. He was way bigger. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? I don't know. We might not be looking at it the right way. I think Terence Crawford really got a real shot at outboxing this dude. And the fact that he ain't been knocking these guys out lately, I can't just say for certain that he's going to knock them out. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's what he got to bank on. Because if somebody told you the fight was going 12 rounds, you wouldn't know who gonna win. You know what I mean? That's Terence Crawford game. Might outbox this man. Longer arms. He could be crafty. Great counter puncher. Still got great reflexes. I don't know, man. Terence Crawford, if there's anybody that got a shot, he got a better shot than at least the last handful of opponents I think that he fought. Algernon Brown, shout out to you, fam. Appreciate you pulling up, man. Make sure you smash the like button and sub to the channel if you haven't. Boston George, Mayweather drink Canelo to fake weight class? Nah, we can't do that. We can't do that, bro. Canelo wasn't drained in that fight. Canelo wasn't drained. Nobody never said that. Canelo wasn't drained. He gave the much bigger, younger guy the opportunity. So, nah, we're not doing that. That's what we're not doing, taking credit from him. He got beat up because he wasn't the better fighter. He was still green, a little wet behind the ears, and it's Floyd Mayweather. That fight had nothing to do with weight, somebody being weight drained. I mean, that was straight skills. The Butcher, my guy, was good with it. One time, Black versus Mexican was absolutely correct. I mean, Black versus Mexican sell. I rock with the Mexican fighters, bro. Bill Haney hates fake weight classes. When guys move up, the fight Tanker Shakur is the problem, but Bud and Canelo get a pass. I don't think I never complain. For me, I don't get it though. I don't get it. I feel like Bud, for me, because of the kind of fighter he is, and I think guys that, whether it's Shakur or Tank moving up or fighting somebody that's moving up, I don't think it's a problem. I just think people make too much a big deal out of nothing. You get what I'm saying? Bill Haney exposed Mayweather for fighting in fake weight classes. Nah, Bill Haney can't expose Mayweather. Mayweather fought in what fake weight class, bro? What are we talking about? We talking about TBE? What weight class? What fake weight class he fought in? I'm trying to figure that out. Forever G's, my guy. What's good with it? How you feeling, bro? Skills, my brethren. How you feeling, bro? Happy New Year to everybody in the chat. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button, sub to the channel. And Toy said my name correctly. Who's Toy? Is it, what is it, Algernon? Is it Algernon? Hendog, what's good with it, fam? So, look, man, I don't know. I think this is an interesting fight, bro. It is. Canelo, you look at his last handful of fights, he ain't knocked nobody out. You get me? He ain't knocked nobody out. Yeah, I just can't be for 100% sure that he's gonna knock Bud out, man. Listen, you can lean toward him being a bigger guy, but I don't know, man. I don't know, because think about it, man. Floyd was very small, man, in there with Canelo. I know this is a much bigger, in terms of like weight, heavier guy, but I don't know. I'm a real firm believer in skills paying the bills, man. I'm just not for sure that he knocks Bud out. I'm really not, yeah. I'm really not. I'm not sold. I'm not sold that he puts him away. Think about it. He fought Charlo. People thought he should have put Charlo away. You get what I'm saying? Bud Crawford is now where Charlo is at. I get it. He only had the one fight there, but get what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't know. I think it'd be a matter of skills, bro, and not being, reckless in there. That's not Bud. That's not Bud and Mo. Oh, for sure. Shout out to you, Al. Shout out to you. Appreciate you joining this stream, rocking out with me today, man. Happy New Year to everybody. Hope y'all starting y'all new year off the right way. Appreciate y'all coming through the build with your guy, man. We're gonna talk about it. Really think Canelo will really take this challenge? Part of me do. Al, part of me do. And why I say that is because his tune kind of changed a little bit. He went from like kind of being dismissive of Turki Alashikh to saying like, I don't say no to business. I'm willing to sit down and talk with him, right? If it makes sense, he'll do it. And I think, that'll be one of the selling points. He gonna have the money or whatever money that Canelo might be looking for. I think he'll have it for him. And part of me feels like Canelo he said out his mouth. He said, for me, it's an easy fight. For me, it's an easy fight. He said, Bud Crawford easy. He gotta show me, man. I'm just with it. Fighters that want to fight other people, I'm with it. And Bud Crawford say he want to fight you. That's because he gonna try to go out there and beat your ass, and he think he can beat you. So I love his temperament. If he can beat him, bro. If they're gonna make the fight. I ain't tripping, because it's either gonna be that or Canelo gonna fight somebody else that we much rather not see him fight, more than likely. At least, Bud Crawford is just obviously one of the best fighters in boxing today, actively, you know what I'm saying? So he got a chance to win any fight when he step in the ring. Tay D, what's good with it, fam? How you feeling? I'm going with Bud. Shout out to Beth. You know what I'm saying? Tell him put some respect on Bud Crawford name. You get me? Canelo would KO Bud because of Bud temperament. He doesn't know how to lose. In that case, it would be nothing. Meaning you would have to stop me. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking that too because of his temperament, right? If he get clipped, he's just going to go for it. But I think he's going to be smarter. I think he'll be looking to exploit the same things that Floyd Mayweather did. Now, listen, let me be very clear. I am not saying anybody is Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather is 101. Crawford is his own guy. But he has a lot of the same, attributes in terms of being a boxer. He can really trouble a guy like Canelo, counterpunching, long arms, good reflexes, knowing how to move really well, right? A guy that's defensively responsible, somebody that knows how to feint and set up shots, right? A good trap setter. It's just not as easy fight as people might think, yo. Like, think about this for a second. If it wasn't for just power alone, Amir Khan would have beat him. Amir Khan was piecing Canelo up. You get what I'm saying? He just knew that all it took is one shot. I don't think he can do that to Crawford. I don't say Crawford going to do exactly how Amir Khan did, but you get what I'm saying? Like, look how much success some of these guys have had on this dude. And I don't think these dudes is messing with Terence Crawford. You get me? So I ain't tripping off the fight no more, man. Thomas Hill, my guy. What's good with it, bro? 2 cents. Who else going to fight in Billy? I don't know. I think they're going to keep moving in Billy a certain way. I mean, I ain't saying they moving him wrong, but I don't know. I don't know who and Billy going to fight, though. But, yeah, man, I think he might take it, though. Melanin Queen, peace to the queen. Happy New Year to you. How you feeling? Shout out to my guy, All Things, too. So I want Nello to stop Bud solely because he beat the ish out of EJ. He said, I welcome Raccoon City. Oh, man. I tell you what, I'll say this, too. Him getting in there with Terence Crawford, I think out of the last handful of guys, that dude will believe that he could win more than everybody else. And as a result, he's going to actually try. I think him and Bomac got something special over there. I think they could put together a game plan and make this fight very interesting, bro. Like I said, Canelo is very economical with his punches. He don't go all out. Yeah, he applied pressure, but he also fights at a much slower pace, right? And that's going to allow a guy like Terence Crawford to be able to think in there, to be able to set traps. It ain't like he applying relentless pressure. That shit Terence Crawford won't fold under that pressure the same way some of these previous opponents have done. I just don't see it. He gonna really have to work for that win. As small as people may think he is, at the same height, pretty much. I think both standing at like 5'8". Crawford got some long ass arms. really good reflexes, counter punching, like shit that could really give Canelo issues stylistically. Like it could be a headache for him. And think about it, skill for skill, tit for tat. You know what I mean? You take size or the weight out of it, right? Let's say if they was both 154 pounders, we'd probably all be picking Crawford in here. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's for good reason because of the skill set and the talent. So look, I know he getting older. I know he about to be 37. I get it. But if there's anybody that's gonna really challenge that man, it'd be him. I think he'd be one of them. Shout out to CJ. What's good, fam? Andy Gill in the building. What's good with it? Yeah, y'all make sure y'all keep smashing the like button. Like I said, I should have the newly crowned prospect of the year keep Cologne on at around 5:30, but we're gonna still keep building until then. Yeah, and man, let's hit these channel goals. Let's hit the like goals. Let's keep building. Yeah, man, you know how I be. You know how I be, Gertz. Sometimes you like, man, you still a little salty. You know what I mean, Gertz? It's still a little pain there when you think about what Bud did to EJ. So some people like, yeah, man, get his ass, Nello. But I ain't one of them. Like, I get it. You did a number on EJ. It's all good. But EJ living life. He looking happy. He look like he in shape. I hope we see him sooner than later, and I hope he get a big win and prove a lot of people wrong. But yeah, man, it's a lot of people that still feel that pain, man, from the night of that fight, bro. You get me? Yes, sir. Jersey, stand up. You know it, bro. You know it. You know it. But we went good. Yeah, naturally way too small. Yeah, and just it's crazy though, because think Canelo came from like, what did he come from? Like 47, 40, something like that. Long time ago. I get it. He's a big guy, man. So it's not gonna be easy to deal with him, but like I said, man, I believe in this man's skills, bro. Bud to give him all types of fits. I think it'd make the fight very interesting. And I think Canelo, I have to rely on being able to walk him down and knock him out. But what if that don't happen? Like we know, you get what I'm saying? Everybody ain't getting knocked out. Get what I'm saying? What's gonna be taking place? Bud gonna put him to work, bro. He gonna have to work for that. That's all I'm saying. Bud can't hurt him. Canelo gonna walk Bud go ass down. But you think about it. Was Floyd really hurting him? He wasn't really hurting Canelo per se, right? But it was great punch placement, timing, reflexes, the things that Bud Crawford still got, and working in his favor. You get what I'm saying? It's not for me. I get it, what y'all saying in terms of like really being able to stop him and hurt him, but shit, he got losses. I don't think he was tremendously hurt against Beevil. Like, think about the fights that he lost. He didn't lose them fights because guys was hurting him so bad. They just were better boxers than him. They were smarter fighters. Dimitri Bivol, smarter fighter than him, consistently throughout the 12 rounds. Floyd Mayweather, consistently smarter than him throughout the 12 rounds. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't that he was out there hurting Canelo so much, and he was way bigger. But it was the right punches, like I said, placement, punch placement, things like that, controlling distance and range, things that I feel like Terence Crawford really can still do at a high level. Now, listen, y'all, I'm not saying all that to say that he's definitely going to win, but I'm just making a case that I think this is a more competitive and better fight than people realize. You know what I mean? More competitive than what people realize. And I don't think Bud Crawford is just a guy that you could count out after seeing all that he's proven in the sport. It's tough to just say, yeah, he ain't on nothing. Like, you get what I'm saying? He got a chance, bro. Even if that chance is slimmer than most, he got a good enough chance to be able to pull something off, I believe, bro. You know what I mean? Damon, what it do, my guy? Happy New Year to you. Shout out to my baby girl, the Queen, Miss Jusdu. Happy New Year to you as well. Once Bug is hit, it's gonna look like Charles over again. I don't think so. Listen, Andy, I can't trip. I can't be mad that you feel that way, but we've never seen that from Bud, just like we never seen it from Charlo, right? That's something that you're gonna have to show me that you can neutralize and shut Bud down and make him just not want to fight. You get what I'm saying? Because that would be a feat in and of itself. You have him mentally beat to the point where he ain't trying. That'd be some shit you've never seen before. You get what I'm trying to say? And I still think Charlo was trying. I just don't think it didn't look like from an effort standpoint what people wanted it to look like. So they couldn't see the fact that he tried. I do think he was trying in there. It's just sometimes you outgunned, and that's what that was. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody coming to lose, but sometimes it's like dude is just better than you. You know what I'm saying? Marshawn. West, peace to the queen. How you feeling today? Always good to see you in the building. Now it takes a hell of a punch. Yeah, man. If he, and that's the thing though. That's the thing. Can he really count on knocking Bud out? Bud, he let Bud jump up on him some rounds, bro. I don't know, it might be a different fight, but I'm telling you, this an older Canelo too. I get it. Peace to the queen, Lisa. How you feeling today? He. You know, I get it. He's a heavy guy, but that's it. That's all we talk about. Just weight alone. I get it. Weight classes for a reason. But man, styles make fights. This will be a chess match, yo. Canelo don't necessarily use that weight, y'all, per se, to win these fights. People just think that Bud won't be able to handle the power, but I can't be so sure. I don't know. He's gonna have to show me. That dude's a freak athlete, is all I'm saying. And anybody that's just that type of, naturally athletic and gifted in that regard is gonna have a chance at winning, bro. His temperament is what it is, but he's a smart guy too. And I believe in him and Bomac, man. They ain't gonna come to lay down to no Canelo Alvarez because he can punch. You know what I'm saying? Because he's the heavier guy. You get what I'm saying? It's a tough fight for him, and I know this, and I ain't never gonna say nothing different, but it's still a fight that he can make very interesting because of how I feel as though it'll play out from a style standpoint. And Canelo ain't the type of guy to be leaning and laying on you and trying to bully you around the ring. He comes forward and try to apply that mental pressure on you, right? Because he don't throw a whole lot of punches. He got a lower punch output. And I don't think Terence Crawford would just be a sitting duck for him to just tee off on, right? I don't see that. I just don't see it. Stressed out boxing, what it do, my guy? So you gonna make Canelo quit on the stool? Man, it would be Floyd to Canelo's school, but Canelo learned from him. He absolutely did learn. He did learn. But if we being honest, man, stylistically, Bud Crawford is the kind of guys that he don't really want to see in the ring because of how he fight. Because what he capable of doing. Notice when he spoke about fighting him, he said, hey, he don't move too much no more. So like in his mind, he probably think that Crawford can't move like he used to. I don't think that's the case. I don't think we got evidence to go off of to say that his legs are gone or shot. I don't see that. Ain't nothing about Terence Crawford shot to me. That dude just, hell of an athlete. He took care of his body. And for that reason, I think he got a real shot as well, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is a real gym rat, man. That's all he do is box, right? So, and Canelo will have his hands full is all I'm saying. For him to be a smaller guy, like physically, Canelo gonna have his hands full. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my baby girl. Let's start the year off. Yeah, let's hit these channel goals, man. Let's build. Put some color in the chat, as Miss Do said kindly, but we gonna keep building. Y'all but his immaculate ID. Ironically, not his impeccable defense. One hit can equate to a 10 count. Skill be killing me, bro. But he said he's in fact. But I don't know. I think he might have to work for that. I think he had to work for that. Aisha, peace to the queen. Happy New Year to you. How you feeling? Crawford Liz, fighter's lifestyle. That's what I'm saying. Al, you get me. So Bud that had a long night in his last fight going up. Never had a fight of the class. Going to beat Canelo. I don't know. I ain't never say beat him. And again, I ain't never say beat him. But I don't think it's out the realm of possibility to believe that he can beat him. That he can pull off, like what Coach Kenny is saying, outboxing him, right? I think Canelo can be outboxed. I think we've seen it more than once. In my opinion, well, not in my opinion, it's a fact that Floyd took him to complete school. Landy Lara, to me, beat him, outboxed him. You know what I mean? I feel like Triple G won the first fight. We've seen Dimitri Bivol outbox him, right? We've seen this guy get outboxed on more than one occasion, but what we haven't seen at all yet, and I ain't saying it can't happen, what we haven't seen that we just assuming is going to happen is Bud Crawford being knocked out. You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying that it can't happen, but I'm not for sure. I'm just not going to count him out and just treat him as the next knockout victim. I don't know. I don't think so. So that's all it is, Zach. I ain't saying that he flat out beats him, but I'm stating the case today that I think it's a more competitive fight than what people would believe at this point, right? Because again, we putting a lot of stock into the fact that just weight classes alone. And I know that's not going to be the only factor, right? It's going to be very difficult. Bud is a damn special athlete, man. And like I said, if there's anybody that can give him a run, that's actually going to want to win. I think he's one of them guys, man. I just don't see him getting in there to lay it right down and just be another opponent. You get what I'm saying? Happy New Year to you, Queen. Peace to you and your family as well, man. Boxing with 2-4, my guy. I bet he was excited for the potential of Spencer. And think about it, yo. That's a good point, though. Gertz, Cornelius, what it do, family? How you feeling? Larry, GGG, Beagle, Caleb Plant was outboxing. You get what I'm saying? Like, he can be outboxed is all I'm saying, and we know that. But I'm speaking of what if he don't knock out Crawford? He's gonna have to fight that man, and I don't feel like he got some type of skill gap there where he's superior to Crawford in skill. You get what I'm saying? It's just strictly power and weight, not even so much size. It's just the weight. So I'm not saying so much that he'll beat him, but again, Canelo don't necessarily use this weight. We just feel like the shots are going to be heavy and he'll eventually break him down, but I'm not sure. Like, I still would love to see it. I'd love to see Terence Crawford test himself against this dude. And if he get shut down and did like Charlo, y'all know me. I'm very transparent and honest with y'all. I'll be the first one to come here and say y'all was wrong. Y'all was right, man. Bud ain't have a shot, man. He got shut down. But he gonna have to show me. You get what I'm saying? He gonna have to show me that he can do that to him. You know what I mean? Shit, we've seen him be outboxed. We seen Bud destroy some shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Bud will get you, knock you out, outbox you if you have to, and he know how to be clean. He know how to swim without getting wet. Get what I'm saying? I've seen him do it, and I know Canelo is a much different challenger to be the most accomplished fighter, best fighter he shared the ring with. I want to be clear, y'all. I'm not saying that he goes in there and just beat him, but again, just thinking about styles and how the fights play out, Canelo is not a guy that is super physical per se in the ring. He just applies that mental pressure with his presence, right? Being in front of you, being in your face, taking your shots and walking to you with the high guard. I think Terence Crawford is creative and crafty enough to make him have to really work. I don't think he'll just be able to simply walk him down with ease and that'll just be the fight. I think he's gonna really have to earn it, is all I'm saying. That's the case I'm stating, that Terence Crawford got a much better shot than people giving him credit for. I believe. You get me? I get it. Weight classes for a reason. I believe in acclimating to weight classes, especially when you jump in one. You know what I'm saying? I get all of that stuff. But aside from that, you know what I'm saying? What if a knockout is not present? What if a knockout don't happen? You know, Canelo Alvarez, he allowed opportunities simply because he's economical with his punches and his approach at times. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I think it'll be a battle of the wits, and he'll really have to make him earn it. So whatever win that Canelo would get versus Crawford, he's going to have to earn it. Is all I'm saying. And I think it'll be entertaining. If for as long as it lasts, if people just assuming Bud going to get knocked out, anybody could be knocked out. Shit, even Canelo, we haven't seen it, but all it takes is a punch you don't see. Anything can happen, right? But aside from that, what we have seen is him be outboxed multiple times. What we haven't seen is Terence Crawford get knocked out. We've seen him hurt pretty good in the fight against Gamboa, and that was years and years ago because it was the right shot. You get what I'm saying? But since then, this dude been pretty solid defensively and beating ass in a real way. That's all I'm saying. The guy that's just been that successful through a number of different weight classes, you know what I mean, with the kind of temperament and, you know, treating his body the right way, being a student of the game, always working, always in shape. I got to give him some type of chance. That's all I'm saying, y'all. I ain't saying he beats Canelo at all. It's a tough-ass fight for him just because of what he got to go through before he even get in the ring with him, right? There's multiple hurdles and mountains to climb for Terence Crawford as a fighter before he even get in there with a guy like Canelo. But still in all, there's still going to be two men in there, and you do not knock this man out. All I'm saying is I believe you'll have a tough night. I don't think it'll be very easy for you to just go in there and do what you want to him. You get what I'm saying? And that's just my thoughts, man. But I understand anybody's reservations for thinking that that's just an impossible feat. But shit, man, you never know, man. Right game plan, box his ass, and I just know everybody don't get knocked out. And like I said, since Caleb Plant, Canelo ain't knocked nobody out. Get what I'm saying? He ain't knocked nobody out. He's dropped guys, but he ain't knocked nobody out. And it's guys that he ain't knocked out that's gotten knocked out by other opponents. Like, it's the right. Like, who could have envisioned Jaime Munguia getting knocked out by Bruno? What was his name? Bruno Sakare, if I'm saying his last name right. Like, who would have thought that? Get what I'm saying? John Ryder goes the distance with Canelo. Who stopped him? Was it Munguia that stopped him? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, sometimes the unexpected happens. That's all I'm saying. And the guy that's that good is, he just got a fair chance. Is all I'm saying. He got a fair chance. I'm giving him a fair chance. I'm not saying he's gonna go in there and beat him, but he got a fair chance. Rav 907, shout out to you. Said Bud deserves a shot. Started from the bottom to the top. Also, Bud will get up for this fight. I think so too. Rav, shout out to you. Make sure you smash that like button, sub to the channel if you haven't. You think the ring bust will play a part for Bud? It's possible. You can't ignore it. Can't ignore it. If he facing some type of significant time off before you get in there with him, that's something you definitely want to avoid if possible. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, he got a granite chin. I seen him hurt real good once in his career. Would be entertaining with Canelo too much, man. Listen, I get it. I understand it. I'm not arguing it, but I still want to see it. You get what I'm saying? I still want to see it. Shit, Canelo was at smaller weights before too, and again, he's just a heavier guy, right? Heavier guy don't mean for sure that he'll win. That's all I'm saying. Bud got a fair shot just because of what I've seen from him as a fighter. He's proved it so many times, and you know, you're gonna have to show me that he's just gonna get in there and get neutralized and lay down and knocked out. Like, if you can do that, you're a special guy. Shout out to the Queen Aisha. Appreciate you for the 10-piece, putting that color in the chat. Happy New Year to Justin in the chat. Blessings to an awesome 2025. We appreciate you, Queen. Getting the 2025 started.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Shout out to the Queen, man. Then another thing, shout out to Coach Kenny, man, just for posing that question. I thought it was an interesting question nonetheless, but there's something else to think about. I mean, seeing them say this, 2025 will show the world once again how great I am. That just made me think that he talking about a fight like Canelo. You know what I mean? I believe this man. Yeah, I believe him. Kyle Cool with Blessings family. How you feeling, bro? Dr. Boxing Talk, my guy. What it do, man? TBE Boxing say Crawford will be hitting like a freight train on 68, Bud by KL round 11. Okay, talk to him, TBE Boxing. You know what I'm saying? He got faith in him. Fate was good with him, my guy. How you feeling, bro? But Lane with 200 pounds, Canelo put him down. We know the power there. Yeah, he still has power. Like, I would never say he don't got power, but just that I don't believe that he has that same uptick, the Butcher, that he used to have when he'll really go punish you and break you down. Like, he fights in spurts and in waves. Like, he gives it to you in waves, and you just got to weather these little miniature storms is the way I see it with Canelo. Like, right, when it be little moments in the fight where he try to press and really go get you, but that shit don't last for too long, man. Like, after 6 rounds, I've been watching him very closely, consistently. Listen, he ain't done nothing after 6 rounds, but after 6, he tapered down a bit, and he just cool with winning rounds. But you got a guy that can make you think like Crawford, keep you on your toes. You might not be as comfortable when you get to round 6 or 7 in the fight. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think you're going to just be able to have your way with him. I don't see it, man. I mean, look, I ain't saying it can't happen, but show me, man. I ain't mad at it. It'd be the best fighter you fought in what? How many fights? You get what I'm saying? And the only thing, the biggest knock is the weight classes, right? Other than that, you get what I'm trying to say? Size for size, scale for scale. If they was in the same exact weight class, we all probably be picking Bud. So I get it, man. It's a big mountain to climb. It's a heavy. It's a lot of weight in between 54 to 68. I understand it. And you got to fight with the weight. I get it, bro. But it's anybody I think can give it a real go is Bud Crawford for me. I ain't saying he's going to win. But I'm not mad if this fight is put together at all. Flyer Frequency was good with it, fam. Pin the cash app. He said YouTube blocked you from the super chats. Did it? That's wild, man. YouTube blocked my guy from the super chats. I'll put it right there, man. There you go. There you go. Shout out to my guy Frequent, man. Said Bud's height, wingspan will keep Canelo honest. I think so, Damon. I think so, bro. I think he can keep him honest. I think he can keep him honest. I think he can make him work. And I think it could end up being a more tricky fight for Canelo than even he might anticipate. Because once he said it was an easy fight for him, he got me messed up. Bud Crawford ain't no easy fight for nobody, bro. And I ain't hearing that. Easy fight? Hell nah. Like, easy fight, no. You say you was going to kick his ass or something, beat him, cool. But easy fight? No. Nah, you got to show me Bud going to be easy. DBT, my guy. Doc, what's good with it, man? Everything is good so far for the new year. We being able to build with the fam, so it's always good. Hope everything is good for you. Good, Joey. Yeah, all is good, bro. Hope you and the fam doing well too, bro. Canelo will be off balance most of the fight due to Crawford's footwork. Power will be neutralized. I think Crawford can create some looks, give him some different looks, and just be a tricky out for him and make him think harder than any of these guys that he's got in the ring with in recent memory. You get what I'm saying? That's what I believe. So at 168, yes, it's gonna be an easy fight, bro. I don't know. I just don't feel like Terence Crawford's an easy out for anybody, if you understand what I'm saying. Like, easy. That's a bold statement, man. You get me? That's a bold statement, man. He gonna have to show me. You're gonna have to show me, man. So we'll see, man. We'll find out, man. Hopefully we find out. Cause like I said, it's circulating a lot. I'm seeing a lot of these different outlets talking about them potentially fighting for next year at some point and negotiations being started. So all I'm doing here to do is speak on the fight and get my thoughts. Like I said, man, I just think Terence Crawford is a real legit fighter at the end of the day, and anybody that he stepped foot in the ring with, he gonna try to beat him. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't gonna be stupid about it. I believe he got Bomac in his corner, and I think that sometimes gets slightly overlooked. Like, he ain't in there by himself. They got something good going on over there. I think they put together a game plan that could really trouble this guy and really make him work. You know what I'm saying? I think you find yourself 6-7 rounds in, you ain't gonna be as comfortable as you are against everybody else. You get what I'm saying? You're not going to be as comfortable as you are. You know what I mean? You're not going to just go in there and just have your way with them. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that you already thinking it's going to be an easy fight tells me that you tripping. You got to put some respect on Crawford name. Salute to my guy, Freaking Fly, man, and the Cash App supporting the grind, man. Much love to my guy, man.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Shout out to Freaking Fly. Seen something this morning saying he signed a done deal. Yeah, I seen that a couple times too. And I won't report that, right? I won't stamp it and say it's a done deal from my end, but from what I understand, that this is a real possibility for next year. Turki Alashikh talked about negotiating and trying to make a fight with them. And like I said, since then, you heard Canelo Alvarez kind of change his tune from being unwilling to work with him, sounding like he was unwilling to work with him, to saying, you know, he's open to it, like if it makes sense. And that's all I need to hear, right? You know what I'm saying? Make that damn fight, man. Seemed like that's what Bud Crawford want. Then you got Robert Garcia. I had seen a clip from him where he said he spoke to Crawford, and that's what Crawford was telling him, like about a Canelo fight. So I just want to see the fights that they talk about. Just give them to us. Look, we ain't. If he lose, so what? He went out fighting one of the best fighters, man. I ain't tripping off it. But like I said, that shit ain't gonna be easy. I don't think he a guy that's just gonna lay down just because he got a good paycheck. He did like. I get that Earl Spence probably wasn't obviously what he needed to be on that night, but just think about how sharp and on point Terence Crawford was for that fight. Even though Spence was missing some things, obviously, I think Terence Crawford was on another level. Like, he was sharp as hell. You know what I'm saying? Even the way he was throwing his punches, picking his shots, everything. Like, this dude really lock in. Like, that fight, he know that shit is dangerous, man. He had no choice. He had to lock in. I think we'll see a great attempt to beat this dude. I really do. Never gonna be easy. Person want to see him go out with a perfect record. Me too, though, Zach. So look, I ain't tripping either way, because this is the way I see it, right, family? If you go get the Canelo shot, then great for you. But if you don't and you decide to stick around at 54, there's some fights down there that'll be interesting too to see. I'm scared I see something. Mikey G, you know it. What happened with America? You got Keyshaw about that trying to get him in the ring with Tank. Still want to see it, man. I still want to see these fights, bro. But he said what happened to American. The thing is, Terence Crawford ain't no American. He ain't that reckless. American is reckless. He got too much heart for his own good. But I tell you what, before Canelo lowered the boom on him and put him out, cracked his chin, he was losing every one of those rounds clean, getting outboxed cleanly. You know what I'm saying? And I know American was a different version once Crawford fought him. But you see how Crawford just pieced his ass up. He just pieced him up. Like, you know what I mean? So I don't know. It's a special talent. Like I said, he got a shot. If anybody, he got one. You know what I'm saying? Hell with that, man. Go beat Canelo up. Look, they out here making fight posters, y'all. They might as well give us the fight at this point. They out here making fight posters, T-Mobile Arena. You know what I mean? Go ahead, Nello. Go ahead and get that Crawford smoke, bro. I ain't tripping. Go ahead and get that man a fight. I mean, so when the win for everyone, we see the fight and they get a bag, right? You get to see just how far Crawford could push his greatness. You know what I'm saying? Because that fight gonna test him in every way. Probably be the most difficult fight he's had. But another thing I'll say too, you know, and this is no knock on EJ. Remember, he was supposed to be looked at as the toughest fight ever too. You know what I'm saying? So and he made that one of his easiest fights. So people feel like Canelo will be one of his toughest fights. Maybe he'll find a way to make it a great fight rather than just it being tough for him. Maybe he'll find a way to make it tough for Canelo as well, just because he can fight his ass off. So let's see. EJ was hurt. Yeah, EJ wasn't all the way there, but I still think the way Terence Crawford performed overall, just like taking away the jab, having a better jab, all that stuff, like it was crazy to see just how on point he was for real, for real. I mean, just flashback PTSD of Mayweather fight. I'm telling you. Look, that's what Coach Kenny was saying, bro. Coach Kenny, look, I know people, we ain't got to agree with everything he say, but he made that point. He's like, yo, Floyd did it. Not saying that he's Floyd, but these dudes got superior boxing skills. They got some similar attributes that could give a guy like Canelo trouble. That's all I'm saying. And it won't be easy for him. It won't be an easy fight for his ass by no stretch of the imagination. Will it be an easy fight? Get me? He gonna have to earn it. You know what I mean? He gonna have to earn it, bro. That's all I'm saying. You have to earn it. Work for it. He gonna make make Nello ass work for it. Canelo made Charles take a knee. I want to see how Crawford handles his punches. Yeah, me too. I definitely want to see it. I want to see it. You know what I mean? Canelo versus Buzz, trash. Lose for Canelo. Win for Crawford. They both have other fights they should be fighting. Yeah. I mean, I said that too, but I ain't tripping on him, right? Because I keep hearing this too much. I'm hearing this, so I'm just here to address it, man. If that's a fight that he want, Canelo gonna fight him, I ain't tripping on it, man. He'd be the best fighter Canelo fought in years, I believe. You know, and I think temperament-wise, like just what we know about him, man, he gonna fight you, and he ain't gonna just lay down. He ain't gonna be in all. He's not gonna show up to be a fan. You get me? You gonna act like Bud ain't on that snack? Nah, I don't think shout out to YSM. He came up here yesterday and we was talking about that. Everybody sporting a snack t-shirt is not necessarily, on a snack program per se. You know what I'm saying? Not all them guys. I'm not for sure. I don't think he's one of them. That's on the supplemental plan or whatever it is that y'all be talking about with snack. I feel like Bud is definitely a clean fighter, man. He said, but Tank versus Roach isn't. At least we don't know what the outcome is. Yeah, so we're gonna keep building. So like I said, the decision streak, Canelo not stopping no one. That's all I'm saying. I'm just not. It's not a guaranteed knockout win for him. That's what I'm saying. The decision streak is funny. That's just not a guaranteed knockout win for him. And for me, just seeing the work, the body of work from Bud Crawford, seeing how he handled his business, the kind of fighter he is. If he got it, you give him a chance to go the distance with you or go 12 rounds, you give him a very great chance to outbox him, being able to outbox you. Again, man, Canelo got to heavily rely on knocking this man out. And what happens if you don't do it? So that's all I'm saying. I think I just ain't tripping off no fights. Like, if that's what you want, then go get it. I want to see just how you gonna handle yourself in there. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, what I like to see Bud at fights at 54, yeah, but shit, it ain't what I want. It's what he's hitting. That's what he keep talking about, right? That's what the story is consistently, right? Bud, Canelo. I heard something about Murtazaliev too, but I don't know how solid that is. He said snack equals stupendously notorious at cheating. Damn. PJ's big dog. What it do? Bud, clean fighter, respect himself and body too much. Yeah, I think he live that lifestyle. I would never put that on him. It'll have to come out that he's dirty for me to say that. I can't just, I can't be one of those guys. You know what I'm saying? And Bud be up there with Floyd if he beat Canelo. It's tough, man. Floyd fought a lot of names, a lot of champions and stuff like that. But I tell you, man, it'll start an interesting conversation. I'll say that, the Butcher, right? It's tough to place guys where Floyd is at in terms of how he did it and what he did. But it definitely will create a good conversation, man. You definitely got to give him shit ton of respect if he's able to jump up to 68 and be the dude that's fought as high as 75. You know what I'm saying? You definitely got to tip your hat to him. My problem is what makes Canelo and Buzz so special that people in their weight class who deserve opportunity have to wait for them to fight each other. Yeah, that I get. That I understand too. But I feel like at this point, like, we know Canelo is gonna do what he do. And I don't feel like the sanctioning bodies or anybody involved is gonna try to force him to do otherwise. So when I think about the fight in particular, like, I like to see fights where somebody, guys want to fight each other. Now, in this case, I don't really care what Canelo won, right? But for me, I rock with Bud Crawford. I wouldn't mind seeing him get something that he wants. And I think he'll give himself a realistic shot. But, in terms of guys that deserve to fight him, this story with Canelo, he going to do whatever he wants. For me, Bud got some great fights at 54. There's some fun fights down there to make, for sure. But I just don't know how long he'll be around, right? And my thing is, if he ain't sticking around long enough to run the table, I could see why he chasing not so much chasing, but I could see why he in pursuit to a degree of a Canelo fight. Canelo looking for Mark. He always is. He always is. Me too. That's where I'm at with it too, though. Okay, I hope he do. And think about it. This is another thing. Let me keep talking about it. Let me just let y'all know how I see this. This is another thing. I know that. I believe that. He looking for something. He looking for one that he feel like is easy. He said it out his mouth that the fight is easy. I don't know. He might F around and find out. You get what I'm saying? He might F around and find out. Getting longer, you know what I mean? His little economical approach. You mess around, don't knock Bud Crawford out, you give his ass a realistic chance at beating you. You know what I'm saying? And at least it'd be some, and the way I see it, like I said, at least it'd be somebody that's gonna try, that's gonna really go for it, in my opinion, like, and really try to take this dude out. Outthink him, outpoint him, beat him, do whatever you gotta do to kick his ass, man. But do it. You know what I'm saying? Because Canelo gonna fight who he want to fight anyway. So why not it be somebody that is a true fighter? Now the flip side of it too, because I always speak on both sides. The flip side of it for me is the fact that the potential of losing. And it'll be like, damn, in this day and age, you lose once, especially you get knocked out. They're gonna treat you like you ain't did shit. So it's just gonna be all bad. Well, it was his size fighting his weight class. Yeah. It's all facts, And I don't know. I look at it like, man, what if that KO shot don't happen and you gotta box this man? Get me? You gotta box him. Really mess around and kick his ass, man. But I get it, y'all. Canelo, like I said, he's done giving us the fights that we want. Like if he's done with that. So he just gonna do whatever it is he want. But man, maybe a Bud Crawford catch him slipping. Carl Brown, what it do, my guy? So I respect that he going up there, but I really can't see Canelo not knocking him out because we get hit. You always try to get it back. Believe them punches gonna be too much for Bud the 3 rounds. I get you. I understand it, but I look at it like it's something that I'll be interested in seeing, right? I want to see that because he ain't been knocking people out lately, like I said, since Caleb. So these dudes been making it 12 rounds, you know what I mean? Shit, giving them better fights than what they were supposed to, right? So I don't know, man. I don't know. I believe in Bud. I believe Bud chances, man. He got some type of chance. That's all I'm saying. He got a fair shot. And we know Canelo not going to give us what we want. So at least on one end, Crawford to be getting what he want. I said Canelo wants it because outside of the break doesn't have much to gain. Yeah, for sure he don't. But he do it for him anyway. I think he fight for the money right now at this point anyway, because he damn sure not fighting to give the people what they want. Like I said, I think it's over. I think the days of him giving us what we want is over with. You know what I'm saying? And it's to the point where you gotta settle for what you gonna get out of him. What if the power is not too much? That's my guy, the professor, and McQueen. That's what I like to say. That's the side that I speak on. What if though, y'all? What if the power not too much? Get what I'm saying? What if he can actually handle the power a bit? That's all I'm saying. I know it's a big if. I know people could, can't really see it being that way, but I could, yeah, I could. What if the power don't trouble him the way people anticipated troubling him? Get what I'm saying? You got yourself a fight. You get what I'm saying? He gonna have to fight and skill for skill, tit for tat. Because that's a fun chess match to me. Both great counter punches, good reflexes and things like that. I mean, both good at setting traps. I don't know, man. It'd be a battle of the wits. And I like Bomac over Reynoso. You know what I'm saying? I like Bomac over Reynoso. And lose for Canelo. If he wins, he probably a smaller guy. In this case, right? Like Canelo, he passed that. I think all his fights is kind of like whatever at this point, because none of them are what you actually asking for. You know what I'm saying? Once I seen that dude say he ain't fighting Benavidez because he Mexican and proceeded to beat Jaime Munguia up, I'm like, yeah, all bets are off with him. When he tell you he don't want to fight somebody, it don't be for the reasons that he tell you. So you see Team Bradley latest take on Canelo versus Bud and Dead. Now, did he put it on his channel? Did he put it on his channel? If so, me, Clip King. I get to it. I pull it up. I ain't see it. I ain't see it. But I'm telling you, some people think Bud got a shot. Some people feel like he got a real shot at winning. Not just competing, but beating him. Scared to punch from Bud. Hell no. Canelo showed me he could take a first punch. GGG. Canelo could take a punch, period. Would he be scared to punch with him? No. But I think Bud really could make him think in there, yo. I'm telling you, more so than most of these guys that he's been getting in the ring with lately. Bud, the wrong cherry to pick. I'm telling you, tell him all things. That's what I'm saying. Boxing Hacker, what he do, man? He said he got Bud winning. I said, man, I ain't doubting him. I just ain't counting him out like everybody else. That's all. Yeah, like KO mentioned, it's great fights for both of them guys in their weight classes where they at. But I feel like he might be I think it seemed like Crawford might got less time than Canelo, obviously. Ninja Turtle Bradley, I got you. Oh man, I'm gonna pull it up. I got you. It'll make him think for sure for 3 or 4 rounds. That's what I'm saying. Like, and I noticed Canelo he tapered down halfway after the fight, man. And he just comfortable with just boxing and winning the rounds. But if he ain't got you tamed, he gonna actually have to work. I'm telling you. Older guy, he getting longer in the tooth. Shit, he ain't got the best knees and stuff either. I mean, his ass mess around and get old on us. I don't know. Bug can rip Canelo body. Got a better chance. Canelo don't like being touched there. Yeah. Use them long ass arms, man. Use them long ass arms to punch on. Let's keep rolling. Y'all hit that like button for me. Let me pull this video. Ninja Turtle Bradley. Shout out to Tim Bradley. He been going in lately with these boxing takes. Tim done got himself a channel. He ain't playing no games. But we gonna keep going. We gonna get into this Victor Conte stuff too, man. And what he said, I don't know if y'all caught that. He was going back and forth with Benavidez, strength and conditioning coach Mimo Heredia. I got y'all getting me too. There we go. Ninja Title Bradley. Somebody gotta tell Tim to back the camera up, son. You got the camera in his damn mouth.
I'm back again, the biggest hater in the sport of boxing. Yo, real quick, just got done. I woke up 3 a.m. I don't know, someone told me to study Canelo, study Crawford.
Legacy, what it do?
Crawford about to beat the shit out of Canelo Alvarez. I'm letting y'all know right now, he about to beat the brakes off of Canelo Alvarez. Yes, he is. Number 2, Devin Haney. You want to get back, man, go back to your roots, bro. Go back to where you started, bro. Where'd you start? You started in Mexico, man. Go back, get one of those guys out of there, man. Go back, start there. That's where you start. Go back to your roots, bro. Get some of that humble pie, bro. Go back, start where you started. Start where you started at. And, bro, I'm telling you, you go back where you started, you're going to come back up. You're going to come back up on top. Peace.
Okay. Ninja Turtle Bradley. He said Crawford. That's a bold statement. Day was good. He said Crawford gonna beat the out of you know. He said he
was good. I'm back again, the biggest hater in the sport of boxing. Yo, real quick, just got done. I woke up 3 a.m. I don't know, someone told me to study Canelo, study Crawford. Crawford about to beat the shit out of Canelo Alvarez. I'm letting y'all know right now, he about to beat the brakes off of Canelo Alvarez. Yes, he is. Number 2, Devin Haney. You want to get back, man, go back to your roots, bro. Go back to where you started, bro. Where'd you start? You started in Mexico, man. Go back, get one of those guys out of there, man. Go back, start there. That's where you start. Go back to your roots, bro. Get some of that humble pie, bro. Go back, start where you started. Start where you started at. And, bro, I'm telling you, you go back where you started, you're going to come back up. You're going to come back up on top. Peace.
Y'all think Devin Haney listening to him? Y'all think Devin Haney going to listen to Tim? And what y'all think about his bold statement? Y'all think Crawford going to beat the shit out of Canelo? Man, I like to hear that. I ain't the only one. I feel like he got a shot. I ain't go that far, but I won't count a guy out, right? We seen some crazy shit in boxing. You know what I'm saying? I won't count it out. Canelo ass a little complacent. He like to fight when he want to fight too. Fight at a slower pace. One that I think Crawford could benefit in. Take his time, pick his shots. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like he'll just be able to pressure and walk him down and make it easy. I feel like he in there with a fighter that's far more crafty and talented than the guys he been fighting lately. And that's another thing too, y'all. I get it, man. He got a shit ton of experience. I understand all that, but to a certain degree, when you ain't been in there with the right people, sharpening your sword with the right talent, and you become complacent. How you seen Canelo be in fights? I don't know. Anything is possible once you start becoming complacent. The fact that you think Terence Crawford would be easy, even if you just talking. The fact that you said that, man, you're going to have to show me, man. He said, quit on the stool forever. G's on. He said, he quit on the stool.
On his body, on your body, that you
He's definitely very physically imposing. You know, he's very physically imposing and he's strong. Obviously, he's bigger than me, a lot taller. He weighed a lot more. Actually, to the weigh-ins, he was late. He was about an hour late to the weigh-in because he really struggled to make the weight. And of course, that's why he's moved up to light heavyweight now, because it's impossible. So he was also being a weight bully at that weight class. coming down to 168 and probably rehydrating well to well over 200 pounds. So yeah, I definitely felt his strength. I definitely knew that okay, this guy is very strong. So if you remember from the fight, I was on the back foot. And then I tried to stand my ground a few times, but I had to stay on the back foot. And the intention was to, kind of wear him out and then try to pick up the pace and press the action later on. But, that wasn't the case. That yet to happen. So,
would you say Canelo? I know you sparred Canelo a bunch of times. Would you say Canelo actually hits harder than Morrell?
I would say, yeah, Canelo, because Canelo, and this is the truth. Like I thought I did really well against Canelo in the 8 weeks that I sparred him, but I will tell you that in the first week, my arms were like, my entire left arm was sore, and I had to like constantly massage and get it, get a massage. Had to use various balms to kind of help relieve it, and it's for the same reason that Maciej Sulecki, the Polish fighter, and he has a common opponent with Canelo and Daniel Jacobs, but he lasted just a week.
Right,
he did probably maybe a total of 12 rounds with Canelo, and he just kept going down from those body punches, and he had to vacate the camp. So that alone tells you, it would be foolish for me to say that he doesn't hit hard. I mean, he tends.
Well, he definitely does hit hard, but.
So that was Cena Agbeko, man. I just wanted to play a little bit of that because he was talking about the power of Canelo Alvarez and how his arms was beat up after he fought him. But but power alone just don't win fights. We know skills pay the bills, and with Canelo and Crawford, it'll damn sure be a lot of skill in the ring on Crawford's side. So you just never know. I know weight classes, matter, but I believe in skills too, man. And the way Canelo fight, him not knocking people out lately, I just can't be for sure 100% that he going to stop Crawford. I get everybody feeling that like that, but you got to show me. Oh, okay, we got our guests in the building, so let me get this out the way. Shout out to Big Dog Willie coming through with the 10-piece and the Bill Haney facts. Bill Haney said on X he won a Nobel Peace Prize last year, turned it down because he didn't want to overshadow Gandhi and Martin Luther King achievements. Bill also said, Happy New Year. You're a fool, bro. You're a fool. Appreciate you, family. Coming through with the more Bill Haney facts.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
All right, now we got that out the way. We got our special guest in the building, in the back. That's becoming a regular over here, man. My guy, Keith Tsunami Cologne, 3-0, 2 KOs. About to join the new prospect of the year. What's good with it, bro? How you feeling?
What's going on? I'm feeling good. How you?
Man, all good, all good. The new year start all right?
Yeah, definitely.
For sure, man. Appreciate you being back in the building, man. Welcome back to Build with the family one more time.
Most definitely. Thanks for having me.
Let's get to it, man. You just recently got prospect of the year. So how you feel about it? Tell me about that, man. Did you see that coming, or just wasn't something you was thinking about?
No, it wasn't something I was thinking about. I just recently got told. My dad had told me so. Like this whole time, I wasn't even a thought. It just came about, and I'm grateful for it.
Right, man. Because reason I asked that right off the bat because I see him sent it to me. I was happy to see that they recognized you as the prospect of the year. You hit the scene, hit the ground running, and like I asked you, you probably wasn't thinking about some of the people that you was up against, right? I know you probably just focusing on solely what you got going on, but me, I watch all y'all. So some of the names that was mentioned amongst, some of the best prospects, guys like Carmel Moten, Doolin Mason, you got Tito Mercado, Andy Cruz, Amari Jones, Troy Isley. There's a bunch of guys that was considered, being one of the best prospects of the year. So you beat a lot of talented guys out, man, and with less fights. So I think you know, the boxing world is recognizing what you bring to the table very early, man.
Definitely.
So let's get to it, man. You was a highly ranked amateur once upon a time, right? You had a
Yes.
lot of eyes on you, right? And
Uh-huh.
I know you had a lot of people looking to probably sign you. And one of the questions I got asked was, you know, are you a promotional free agent? I already had the answer, but just for the people that don't know, let them know if you signed and why you, if you didn't, why didn't you?
Nah, I'm still a free agent. I'm not signed yet. Just because of the fact that it's like a promotional company, they got 100 fighters. Like you
Mm-hmm.
said, some of the fighters that you named that I went up against for the prospect of the year, some of them is all under one promotional company. So
Right.
it's hard to, push a certain fighter the way that he want, or move a certain fighter the way that he want when you got 100 of them. So right now, I'm in, I got great connections with, a lot of promotional companies, Top Rank, Matchroom, like all the promotional companies that you see on TV, we in great connections with them. And it's like those cars is reasonable for us to get on. Like my
Right.
first pro debut, I was on Top Rank, and I'm also on other cars. Like I was on a Danny Garcia car, and
Mm-hmm.
AC, and I'm back home performing. So it's like right now, it doesn't make sense for me to sign. And yeah, it really doesn't make sense for me to sign just because like I'm already moving at a good pace. I'm already doing what I gotta do. Why jeopardize that?
Mm. Smart man, smart man. So basically, you 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 sound like you building relationships, which I think is going to help in the future, especially when it comes to, you know, making these fights. But at the same time, keeping your options open, which I think is very smart. And, you know,
Right.
speaking of promotional, you know, companies and entities, I know it's very early in the game, but, you know, have you ever thought about, you know, why you know, starting your own? Because, you know, you got guys like, you know, DHP, GTD, you know, these guys got, they kind of co-promote here or there. Do you think about doing that?
Yeah, me and my pops, we got our own Tsunami promotions. So
Mm.
like anytime it's like on a fly or anything that I do, it's in conjunction with that. So we aware that that's what we do as of right now. And yeah, like I said, it doesn't make no reason. There's no reason for us to sign to a promotional company because we doing, everything that we supposed to do to the fullest extent. We doing things that if we sign to a promotional company, they not going to do. Like I'm able to get on billboards, posters all
Mm-hmm.
around the city. I don't know a promotional company that's going to go to that extent unless it's like the big name or the big face like of their company or like a real top dog that's in their company. So a young fighter like me, you know, it doesn't really make sense. I got great support, great support system, a great team behind me. So I got faith in them.
That's dope, man. That's dope. Love to hear it. And you know, real quick, I don't really do too much promoting, but I got this nice shirt, snug fit, man.
Yeah,
Y'all need to go get y'all one, man. If y'all can see it, man. Hold on, let me get it right, man. Let the people know, man, where they could get one of these, man.
you
Let them
know
know.
they those. Those is like those exclusive right there. But we got for this fight coming out February 1st.
Mm-hmm.
We gonna have some merch definitely out. You could just contact me on my Instagram and shoot me a DM like yo, want a
Mm-hmm.
shirt, hoodie, whatever, and we gonna
Right.
have them.
Right. Shout out to you, man. Yeah, keep promoting yourself. I think self promotion is the best promotion. But you know,
Definitely.
while we on the topic, speaking of promotions, and you've been able to be on different cars, like you said, from Top Rank going over there to Danny Garcia. It seemed like you got some flexibility going on. What you think about fighting? You know, what you think about Turki Alashikh in the game? Have you been
Uh,
familiar with?
yeah. I'm familiar with him. I think he's great for boxing. He's making the big fights happen in the sport. And if he hasn't made them happen, he gonna expose a lot of people like, oh yeah, the like with me or without me, this fight was never gonna happen because he didn't want to be in the ring. So I
Mm-hmm.
feel like that's important, and it's really forcing a lot of people to get in the ring now because they talk a good game, and they say that, oh yeah, I want to fight. They do a lot of calling out, but they don't really want to get in the ring. They just do a lot of calling out just to be relevant, or just to make their fight relevant. So he really he's good for boxing, and he's really just taking it to that next level where the best is fighting the best.
Right. Right. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think he could do a lot of good for boxing. It's still early. We watching. I just wanted to get your thoughts on it because, a lot of people, have different opinions, especially the fans. So I like to hear from the fighters, like, somebody that could potentially be working with him one day.
Yeah,
So while
definitely.
we on it, he putting on those cars over there in Saudi Arabia. He rolling out the red carpet, seem like he putting a lot of money into promotion. What you think about you taking your talents over there to Saudi to fight?
If it makes sense, and the bag right, then we all for it. At the end of the day,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not just going to jump out there or risk my career just for somebody else's entertainment, or just for them. I know my worth at the end of the day, and I'm good where I'm at, and I'm still growing. So it depends. Like lately, he been working with just like the top dogs,
Mm-hmm.
and like all like the known boxers that people know. He's been really working with them. He hasn't really been working with like people that's coming up yet. So
Mm-hmm.
if he still do that while I'm up there and he's still in the game,
Mm-hmm.
then I'm all for it.
Right, right. Dope. And speaking, to continue speaking on promotion, somebody else that I've been hearing making some noise, and I've been able to talk to, Shadeja Green, who's a fighter over there with MVP Promotions, and Jake Paul. And what do you think about what he doing and the stable of fighters he building? Because his path in the boxing is pretty unconventional. I think it's dope,
Yeah,
smart that he
I'm
aligned, built a stable with real fighters, solid fighters.
yeah, definitely. I like Jake Paul, and I like what he's doing for boxing. In the beginning, I was questioning it, but like if you really look at it, he's not just making he's not just doing it for his fighters. He has a platform where he's putting on fighters that's not even on his card, or I'm sorry, he's putting on for fighters that's not even signed to him. So he do like little like the zone fights, and like probably like Florida, and
Mm-hmm.
most of the time none of those guys are signed to him. It's probably like two fighters on the card that's signed to him.
Right.
Everybody else kind of be from like surrounding areas, and he's giving them a platform to show their talent. And
Mm-hmm.
I love that because a lot of great fighters and a lot of fighters nowadays, they got the skills, they got the drive, the motivation, the dedication. They just don't have a platform to showcase their skills and show the world who they are. And so he's giving people that opportunity. He's giving people those opportunities that's not even, signed to him. And, I feel like, we need more people like him in boxing.
Mm. That's dope, man. It's a dope perspective, man. Again, it's always good to hear from the actual fighter that's, you could find yourself over there, especially in your position, which is why I'm asking you about the different promotional outfits. Because, like I said, I knew it was very early. You didn't lock yourself in, and it seemed like you seeing the landscape. You working with these guys, like I said, building the relationships while understanding your worth, knowing that you might not even be the biggest focal point. So why tie myself down now? Keep winning, keep
Right.
the record, my resume, and eventually, today's price would be a little different than yesterday. So you know
Most
what I mean. So, but again, one last question about the Jake Paul and MVP Promotions. What you think about you fighting on the card? With them.
Nah, I love the fight on MVP promotions, or I know they kind of got like different. They got MVP prospects, and then they got actually like the MVP promotions with like Amanda, Jake Paul,
Mm-hmm.
Shadeja Green, like a few others. But any one of those cards, I love to showcase my talent, because I just feel like my skills, they just speak for themselves, and it's just gonna open more opportunities and more doors for me.
Right. And I think you're right. And the most important thing is you got the right head on your shoulders with the people around you that's going to continue to put you in situations to win. and your talent is going to continue to take you there. Okay, I'm gonna go to the chat. I'm gonna try to find some questions, that people want to, hear from you. One of the questions, shout out to Smoochie. She said, "What is missing from the current state of boxing? What some you think is missing from the state of boxing?"
What's missing from the current state of boxing?
Would it be the fights? Not enough fights.
I don't think. Oh well, what's missing is, this is my opinion. I feel like a lot of fighters feel this way. What's missing is I'm trying to put it, like, see how I can put this into words, but I feel like the wrong people is getting credit for a lot of things. I feel like the bigger fights would be able to be made in a whole nine if these fighters was getting the funds and financial support to go into these fights. Because I'm gonna be honest, besides like the big dudes that's fighting already, that already got their bag, the people that's coming up, it's like, why would I fight this person if I know one loss could derail my whole career? So the whole bag be going to promoters, managers, and fighters. We put in the most hard work, all the sacrifices, literally putting our life on the line just to get, just chump change compared to the promoters and, the whole nine. So that's why I feel like a lot of boxers now, they in competition with not only fighters, but they also in competition with promoters. And it's just kind of, it's making it rough to make the big fights happen. And it's kind of taking away from the sport, Like back in the day, of course, the fights was being made, but people were losing, but they knew that they wasn't going, like, their career wasn't going to derail them. They fought one person January and they was back in 2 months fighting another superstar. And then they probably had the rematch with the first dude that they fought in January back in October. So I feel like the promoters, they kind of taking away from the fighters. And I mean, it's a business at the end of the day. And that's why I feel like a lot of fighters, they got to come in the game with like a little bit more intelligence. They just think that, oh, I got the skills, I can turn pro. Like, nah. A lot of people, they see that, oh yeah, you got the skills. All right, cool. We're gonna put you on the B side. So I ain't gotta put no money up for you. Like, what type of relationship is that? They clearly not for you if they throwing you on the B side just because you got skills. So I feel like it's more to it than just what everybody see. And that's my opinion on that.
Yeah. All good, bro. All good, champ. We gonna keep it rolling. Shout out to the Queen Lisa. She asks, "Why did you choose boxing as a career?"
So I want to say kind of it didn't just like fall onto me, but when I was younger, I was playing all sports: baseball, basketball, football. I was playing all sports and not in boxing. But it's like I come from Nook, and I feel like everybody that come from like the inner city or come from like they just come from like a rough background. The first thing, like, when they go into sports or whatever they do, for me it was like, all right, is this possible? Is it reasonable? Like, is this not just far fetched? And I remember at the time I was playing baseball, and I just really thought about it. I'm like, in baseball it's what, like 11 no, how many teams it is in baseball? I don't even know, but it's like, let's say 16. And baseball is 16 teams. Every kid around the world want to be on a baseball team, and boxing is 1 million promotional companies. I could fight, So for me, it just made sense, and I just happened to be good at it. And it's just, when you good at something, you just gonna keep pushing yourself to be better. When you constantly growing in something, you just gonna keep constantly wanting to push yourself, and just like your eyes just open up. So that's what it was for me. I saw a path, I saw an avenue, and I just executed.
Man, it seemed like you made a damn good decision too. You're here now. Y'all talking to the prospect of the year, man. I think that's a hell of a feat, especially coming in with 3 fights, man. And you know, being recognized over so many of these other, you know, young talented guys, man, I think it speak volumes. We gonna keep rolling, man. Somebody asked, shout out to Carl Brown, my guy. Man, who do you copy your style after in boxing?
If I copy my style after, before when I was younger, I'll
Mhm.
probably say like 16, 17. I was really trying to copy my style after, like, it was like kind of like a mix of fighters between like Andre Ward, Ricardo Lopez, and like Willie Pep. It was like those fighters I was really trying to copy my style after. But like
Mhm.
as I got older, and even now, like you got like I know I'm never gonna be those fighters. It's
Right.
things that work for them and it's things that work for me. And that's what I gotta, mold my game, on. Like what works for me, what's been working was help me get prospect of the year and just keep building off that. So that's where I'm at right now, and I never looked at like, oh, my style was like this. I just feel like years down the line, a kid gonna be like, dang, like I'm trying to fight like Keith Cologne, I'm trying to have his style. And to
Mhm.
me, I'm not gonna ever know what it is because in my head it's based off of other fighters.
Right.
But he'll know what it is. So
Right. Right. Right, good answer, man. Good answer, man. So basically, what he with Champ telling y'all is y'all gonna have to model y'all style after him. You know what I mean? It's something
yeah.
different, man. But shout out to my guy Gertz. He has a question. Do you have a sanctioning body preference when it comes to pursuing a belt? Like, you know, some people, like he said, love that WBC green strap. You know what I mean? Do it matter? IBF, WBC. You know, when pursuing a belt, do it matter to you which one you get?
I mean, off the top of the head, no.
Mm-hmm.
But I know they be taxing with them sanctioning body fees. So whichever one got the cheapest one,
Right.
that's the one I'm after.
Right, right,
That one got the cheapest sanctioning body
right,
fee.
right,
So
right. I think it'd be about the same though for all of them, percentage for the belts and stuff like that. But shit, you gonna
yeah,
bring in the money anyway, so you'll be all right. You'll
where
be all right. But let's keep rolling, man. Let's keep rolling. I wanted to switch gears for a little bit, right? It's one of the things that we talk about or gets brought up a lot, but it gets lost in translation. I guess like it gets undervalued and talking about sparring. And I know that's not the end all be all because you could be a hell of a gym warrior and don't perform under the lights. But again, you know, you being a young fighter, how important is sparring? How important is sparring to you, and why do you feel like people undervalue the importance?
I feel like sparring is important. Sparring is really the closest thing to a fight, and sparring could help you, but
Mm-hmm.
sparring could, harm you.
Right.
Too much sparring, you could have a very short career. Everybody different. So, you got fighters where they don't get hit as much, but then one punch in a fight and it changed them for the rest of their life. But with sparring, that maximizes that, because you constantly getting hit, X, Y, and Z. But
Right.
like I said, sparring could be a gift and a curse because a lot of sparring could be super sharp, but then also, it can harm you. When you talk about longevity, when you talk about like your health and your brain and your whole everything, like 10, 15 years from now, like
Mm-hmm.
my coach, he be telling me, he said, I don't care about you making the money, but I want you to be able to spend your money.
Right.
So it's just like with that being said, is he don't care about me having 100 million fights or 100 million rounds.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's all said and done, he want me to be able to sit with my family, talk to them, have a good conversation,
Right.
go to the trips and experience everything that I miss because of boxing with the hard work and sacrifices that I put in.
Right.
So sparring it could be a best friend or it could be a worst enemy.
Right. Yeah, that's a great answer. That's true. And I just wanted to hear it again. I love the build with the fighters that get your take because you actually got to do this. And a lot of times our views as the fans, we don't have to get in there. So we'll undervalue the importance of sparring you know,
Yeah,
that's how we see that finished product on fight night. If y'all not able to put
definitely.
the rounds in the ring, then we don't get to see the finished product. So that's why I was going there with that, just to ask you about it. Not so much who you spar, but you know, just another question to follow that is, you know, how important is it to build a core group of guys to work with? Like, you know, how difficult is that picking, you know, who you gonna work with? And, you know, is it something that, you know, you stick with these guys, or do you know, you look to wherever the smoke at, that's where Keith at?
Yeah, like I said, that's another thing. You know, you see fighters, it's hard for them to get fights now because early in their career or when they was amateurs, they wanted all the work. You know, oh, you good? Let me get in the ring with you. You good? Let me get in the ring with you to
Right,
test my skills.
right,
But you know, that could harm you later on down the line because these fighters, they know, like, dang, he was hanging in there with me when he was 16, 17. And he 21, 22. I can't
right,
give him the opportunity because then, you know, so they forced to duck. They forced to not fight. And
right,
with me, I just try to keep people that's, you know, sharp around me so I can
mhm,
stay sharp so I'm never off my game. You know what I'm saying?
right,
So I just try to keep the sharpest rig around me, and even people that just gonna push me. You know,
right,
I don't really care too much about sparring everybody. Nah, I know if I'm my sharpest when I'm in
right,
the ring, then I'm trouble for whoever that's across from me. So in preparation and training camps, that's all I just try to do. I try to get the best work possible,
mm,
but also stay in my circle. You don't want to start sparring anybody and whoever because you never know who they might be cool with or what they
right,
doing in their gym.
right,
Like they probably record and you don't even know, and now you don't get a fight because
mhm,
somebody just recorded you chipping off on a dude and he sent it to his man's who was supposed to fight
mhm.
you. Now
Gotta
he
be
don't want to fight no
careful.
more. So
Right, right. Dope, dope. And last question about the sparring in terms of working, right? Is it difficult for you as a young fighter to find that balance in between not making sure you're not overdoing it?
um yeah, definitely. I feel like sometimes I don't even know I'm like overworking myself or doing too much until my coach come in and he remind me like, nah, today we just want today's just a chill day. My coach he real big on just like just making sure I'm having fun. He don't want
Mhm.
me to like he don't want me to he don't want me to feel like it's a job. He don't want me to feel like I gotta work hard
Right,
every single day because he know that when it count and when it's important, I'm not gonna have it then. Like right now, like we can have fun with it and we lock in for sure. We get serious, but it's all about balance. You can't be too dedicated and you can't be beating your head about little things trying to, because it'll never come. It got to be a balance. So
right,
I feel like, my coach around, his advice, and just, my team, even if I do, like, after a fight, I want to jump right back into the gym and keep training because I
mhm,
felt like I could have did something better. They like, nah, say
mhm,
that. Go take a
right,
week off.
right,
When you come back, then we gonna work on that. And but for right now, just go ahead, get your rest.
right. Right. Yeah, because I hear it a lot from these fighters how hard they say they go in the gym, and I know some of these guys you get to tell they burn themselves out, and I know the balance is a delicate balance between working hard and overtraining. And you damn sure want to
Definitely.
err on the side of caution when it comes to that. Damn sure don't want to leave it all in the gym. You get to the fight, you ain't got what you're supposed to have.
Yeah.
And let's keep, bro. Let's keep, bro. Ask Val what it do, man. Somebody shout out to the butcher, man. He asked, how do you feel about prospects getting a title fight, but then being criticized by hardcore fans because of your experience?
Say it
In
again.
short, in short, what he pretty much asked, how you feel about a prospect getting a title shot. So, for example, I was going to ask you about this anyway. The fight's coming up February 22nd. You got Shakur and Kid Austin. That's the example of a guy that's looked at as a prospect. He kind of did skip the contender space. He, got a title shot. Like he asking, how do you feel about the people being, fighters being criticized for getting an opportunity?
I mean, you can never criticize a fighter for wanting to be great or daring to be great.
Mhm.
At the end of the day, that's what you want out of these fighters. You want a fighter to aspire to be the best he could be. Like me, I see myself the top dogs that everybody else see on TV. Pound for pounds. I see myself. I know that that's gonna be me.
Right.
And if I don't have that mindset, I'm never gonna be there. So you can't criticize me for having that mindset and seeing myself there, and you can't criticize him for having that mindset and wanting to be in a ring with him, because like I say this every time, when you got like the face of boxing fighting, like for example, like Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach. Gervonta Davis is classified, or they say he's the face of boxing. Then you got Lamont Roach, unknown fighter. Not a lot of people know him as Lamont Roach. Like every young fighter is supposed to be like, that's who I want to be. I want to be the guy standing across the guy that's considered the face of boxing, and I want to beat him. I want to annihilate him, dominate him every single round. Like that's how I want my stripes. I don't want a world title just by beating some like the easiest fighter in each station and body. Like I want to go against the person that everybody running from, and I want to take what he got. That's how young fighters are supposed to think and be. So I'll never criticize anybody for daring to be great. And at the end of the day, everybody's journey different.
Right. True indeed. Absolutely. Spot on. And I gotta ask about the fight in and of itself now that we got that out the way, because I definitely respect the young man and his dad for really standing on it and really accepting to take a fight, because it's early. It's looked at as early. Even your their promoter felt like it was early, but for them to take it, I tip my hat to him. So February 22nd, man. How does that fight play out? Core versus Kid Austin.
I mean, I got Shakur Stevenson winning. I got him dominating every round. I feel like Kid Austin, he gonna put up a good fight. He gonna do everything in his power to win. But I feel like it's not gonna be enough. The experience, the skills, the ring IQ. That's just my opinion, but
Right. I'm with you. Yeah, skills pay the bills. I always say that, and I think Shakur is just one of the most talented guys we got in boxing. And I think I'm looking forward to it, man. The young man coming to test and see what he got. So should be an entertaining fight for sure. Gotta ask you about this upcoming fight, because we in January now. February right here around the corner, man. I don't know if I asked you about this, but pardon me if I did. But for the people that didn't hear it, what your thoughts on? I know you're gonna tune in to David versus David, Benavidez and Morel. I know you're gonna tune in.
Oh yeah.
February 1st.
I like that fight. I feel like that's gonna be one of the most exciting fights, of the year. You got two people that's coming to stand on everything that they saying. So we know how David Benavidez is gonna come. He gonna be the same David Benavidez, and we've been seeing how David Morrell been performing and how he been showcasing his skills. And I feel like it's gonna be a great fight. I really feel like David Benavidez is going to win, just because of the fact that like Morrell, if there's anybody to beat Benavidez, it's Morrell, in my opinion. Right now. But I just feel as though I don't know if he's training. Like I'm not in this camp, but like just by on the outside looking in, just seeing what he posts and what comes out on YouTube and his social media outlets, it's like I'm not sure if he's training for David Benavidez how he should be. You know what I'm saying? I know he got a great coach. Ronnie Shells, a phenomenal coach. But like I kind of said this before. Like if I was David Morrell, I'd be in there like wrestling with like heavyweights, because we know that's what Benavidez is gonna do. He's gonna come in there, be real physical. You're not gonna be able to hold him. Every time you try to hold him, he's gonna try to push you. So he should be in there really trying to get used to just that discomfort of just somebody just keep trying to come and pushing his head down while he holding and he hitting him on. You get what I'm saying? Just being prepared for it in all aspects. So
Right.
I feel like if I was to see, like he's probably doing that, but I just don't know. But since I don't see it, then I
Mm-hmm.
just gotta go with David Benavidez on this one.
That's fair. I feel like he got a lot of experience working on his side that could be, troublesome for Morel, but I think it could end up being fight of the year. Both guys on their A game. And I love to hear the fighters, the guys that actually got to do it, break down what you
Yeah,
fight, what's going to happen in the fight. I got a couple more for you, man. That's one of them. That, like I said, I think that's one of the more anticipated fights that people wanted and we actually get. And another one, man, I was talking about today, like you popped up in the back. Canelo and Crawford, man. Look, I know, I know he had 54, he had 68, but what you think about that fight and Crawford's
that's
chance?
happening.
It's being discussed. Like they saying they negotiating this fight, possibly could happen at some time next year. But if it does come to fruition, like what's your thoughts on it?
I feel like I'm a big Terence Crawford fan. I feel like it all depends on how Bud come out. I know Bud is a dog, but I feel like in this case, you gotta put that dog mentality. You gotta, put your brains up first. And I really feel like he could outbox Canelo and keep him and just outbox him for the full 12 rounds. His skills, his IQ, and his strength. He got underrated strength, underrated power. But I don't think he should use his strength and his power to like try to show that he the bigger dog or try to break him down. Like nah. At the end of the day, it's boxing. We know how Canelo gonna come. We seen him do it with bigger fighters also. So it's like you gotta take that into consideration. He did it with Bivol.
Mm-hmm.
He did it with Kovalev.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they not know Terence Crawford. But at the
Mm-hmm.
end of the day, are you putting yourself in more harm's way trying to do that when you could just make it easy about boxing like Bivol did,
Right.
Because Canelo gonna come and he gonna do what he been doing. He not the same Canelo that he was. The 3-4 punch combination. Nah, he's more of just a power puncher, head movement, staying there. It's just real tricky. But like we even kind of seen Edgar Berlanga show some phases of being able
Right.
to keep him at bay just by doing certain things. So I feel like Terence Crawford, he got a real high chance of winning, depending on his game plan.
Hmm. Yeah, I was up here saying the same thing. Think he gotta try to outsmart him. You know what I mean? Use this, similar. You see the fights that he did lose. We've seen him get outboxed. So I think that's something Terence Crawford should look to exploit and emulate. Against a guy like that. But I know that weight jump is crazy. We was talking about it in here. A lot of people feel like it's too much weight. And it very well could be, but I feel like if there's anybody that's gonna get in there and not lay down, that's coming up from a smaller weight class, it'd be a guy like Terence Crawford.
Definitely.
Especially with his temperament. We're gonna keep rolling, man. We're gonna keep rolling, and then I'm gonna have to get it. I'm gonna put it back on you after this question, these last couple questions. And this is just things that we talk about. And again, it's just I like to hear the insight from the fighter. Devin Haney is a guy that's coming up and about to make his ring return sooner than later, hopefully, man. When you see the kind of fight that he went through against Ryan Garcia, you see the punishment he took, you hear people saying he done. Like, what's your thoughts on that? In terms of saying the fighter is done or cooked after one loss. Us fight fans, we're tossed out in the garbage after one loss, man. What's your thoughts in terms of him just, getting back?
Yeah, I feel like you're doing a good job. First thing is you gotta understand it, and the internet is undefeated. You never gonna win that battle. So the first step with him, and I feel like he's doing it well, is just ignoring everybody and just knowing what he gotta do and do it next. First thing was taking your little break, and then getting back to the gym, and then start making adjustments. Everybody's seeing what happened, so every fighter gonna be like, oh, all right, cool. I'm gonna just throw a left hook the whole fight. Like that might not work for every fighter. Also, you gotta understand Ryan Garcia is real familiar with Devin Haney. So a person that's just coming and throwing a left hook, they probably won't be able to get it off. But that's cool. let the people think what they want to think. Now it's just time for you to come back and just, because once they got that type mindset and like that cognition of you, it's just like, oh, I'm gonna just throw left hook. All right, come in here, throw left hook. Now you're gonna have to see what happened. You know, and that's just gonna give him like, oh, wait, hold on, I think Devin might be back, and he just got to keep
Right.
building off that.
Right. I agree. I agree. I don't think he done, man. I think he just got to, craft a plan to get back in there and be smart the same way he's been. You know what I mean? But let's bring it back to you. I had seen somebody ask about the weight that you fight at, but I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you in between two different weight classes. Am I right?
Right.
Is it what is it, 22 and 26?
Yeah, I fight at 22, 26 right now.
Right.
Um, it's still early in my career where, I'm finding that I'm getting kind of short notice on fights. And so with that, you just kind of like, I'm coming to the table as, instead of me just fighting at one weight class, like, look, if you can find somebody at 22 or 26, we'll fight them. If they sign a contract, we'll fight them. So it's just making my odds at my fights, more possible, because last thing I want is me to put all the hard work in it and not just end up not fighting because they can't find an opponent.
And speaking of the two weights, is it a difficult balance, or is it like it's early? I could do it. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, for me right now, it's no difference because I only fight 4 rounds. So I feel like when you start talking about what weight this fighter fight best at, or what weight he feel better at, it all depends. Once a fighter really start doing like 8, 10, 12 rounds, because in the later rounds, even mentally, like, is he still able to keep that mental sharpness, that mental capacity to stay focused in the ring, or is his body able to keep up with the pace of the fight, in these later rounds, even though he had a weight cut. So I feel like for me right now, it doesn't really matter.
That's what's that makes sense. Still early, so you like, look, I could make both. You know what I mean? Till we start doing them 8, 10, 12 rounders, then it's gonna be interesting to see where you end up at. And speaking of that, where do you feel like you could end up at in terms of weight? I know it's very early, so but where do
I feel like
you possibly see yourself ending up at?
Yeah, I feel like I got a real understanding of the game, and I gotta, like, I understand that at the end of the day, like, especially now, fans, they don't care about how many world titles you got. I feel like back then that was a real important thing. Like, oh my God, he a world champion. I feel like after you kind of get your first one, after you get your first belt, your second belt, that kind of goes like, all right, he a champion.
Right.
Like, nobody really care no more. We want to see, we want to see more excitement. So I feel as though it's gonna be a point in my career when I'm definitely, like, I'll probably be like at 30, and I'm like, you know what? Give me a 140 pound, and I'll show you that I could go up there and I could fight him too. So I feel like anywhere between 135, 140 is reasonable.
It's key. His name up there now. Pardon me, I had to take that banner down so his name could pop up on the screen. This is Tsunami Cologne, CJ. Shout out to the champ. 30, 35, and possibly a 40 pounder.
40.
Possibly. Right, man. It's, some big guys that get up there. A good 40-pound fight that I'm hearing is coming up is Tio and Matthias. I don't know if you're familiar with both, man. What you think about it?
I feel like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm in the middle, because T.O., we know how T.O. been coming. His fights ain't been looking too T.O., It's been kind of on a decline. He's been winning, but he's been looking like he's been the one with the most punishment coming out of these fights. Yeah, so, but I also see that he's made a an adjustment. He got Eddie Reynoso and Team Canelo in his camp. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like it doesn't matter right now. Me being a fighter, me knowing boxing, you having a whatever coach come in within 1 year, you still doing things that other coaches have taught you. You still have those bad habits. Now we talking about 3-4 years from now with Eddie Reynoso. Now Tio could be a completely different fighter, but right now, just a year being in, you might see a little bit of different things and some changes or a new combination he might throw, or he might be able to add certain things. But when we like Tio gonna eventually be the same Tio. But it's hard because even Matias, like, I'm Puerto Rican and Matias is Puerto Rican, so it's like we kinda able to like hear things that everybody else don't know. So Matias was basically saying like, oh, for his last fight against Paro, his main coach wasn't there for the majority of the camp, because he has paid he had this fighter, this fighter, this fighter, so he wasn't training him,
Right.
so that could be, that could really change a fight, not having that communication and comfortability in the corner, or even throughout the training camp. He probably wasn't even training the same. So that fight, I'm really 50-50, but I'm more leaning towards Matias. Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I think it's gonna be a fun fight for sure. Like you spoke on something, the importance and trying to add, to your corner. And I think that's what Tio is doing. And it made me think, something else that we talk about a lot over here, are the father, the father trainers, the dad, fighter combinations. What's your thoughts on that? Like, do you feel like, because you a fighter. Your dad is what every step of the way, but he kind of, he not the guy that's trying to be seen. He just, he about making sure you the guy that's being showcased, you the talent, right? But you think about
Right.
the father son like duo, fighter and father coach duo dynamic, or should I say, in boxing?
I feel like it's really all about ego, because at the end of the day in boxing, nothing is right, nothing is wrong. You know, like if somebody throwing a jab at you and your coach say counter with an uppercut, it ain't right. It's just how you gonna do it. So it's just really all about ego. The dad gotta understand that if a fighter don't want to do something, he ain't like, we not back at home. We not trying, go against what you trying to say. You just understand he the one in the ring, and those his instincts, and you not in the ring. So it's just when you coaching a fighter, you never trying to tell him what to do. You always gotta remember that he's the fighter at the end of the day, and you just want to put him in the best situation possible, or just make him more comfortable. Just always giving him better, you know, avenues and routes. Like, all right, cool, you gonna do this? He doing this, so now you're gonna have to do this. Not, oh yeah, do this, you gotta do this. Like, nah, it's never gonna work like that. If you look at any great fighter, when they came back to the corner, those was never the instructions. You gotta do this. So that's my opinion.
Right. Appreciate the answer, man. I was gonna ask you, as I know again, a lot of these questions like we be want to ask, but it's so early. But you hear, you hear fighters speak a lot about, whether it's chasing a title or legacy or money, in terms of prioritizing, like what's important to you, like legacy and money, like, what I guess what's your driving force, what I mean, to get into where you need to go.
I feel like that's hard. That's a hard question. Cause like I said, I feel like whatever you come into the sport like initially with, that's what's that's gonna be your true self
Right.
towards the end of your career. If you come into the sport, like, yes, I want to be a world champion. I seen Floyd Mayweather get all the green belts. I want all the green belts. Just like that,
Right.
that's gonna be you. You're gonna be the fighter that's chasing the green belts, the titles, the belts. But if you're more of a fighter that's just, um, with me, I feel like I'm real competitive. So,
Yeah.
and that's just me. Anything I do, I'm real competitive. Playing the game, I'm competitive. Basketball, competitive. That's me. So I take it real personal in any little thing. If I'm running with somebody, I'm not gonna be second. So that pushes me to be great. So
Right.
my competitive, yeah, me being competitive pushes me to be great. So even in the ring, I'm not going. If I feel like somebody edging me out, I'm gonna put my all. I'm gonna come back when it's all said and done. I'm gonna be tired, be like, because I'm not gonna come back. And it's like, dang, I could have, should have, would have, but
Right.
didn't. But I just feel like my upbringing is what motivates me. Just seeing the sacrifices that my parents, uh, like the sacrifices that my parents had to do just to, get me to where I'm at, and do certain things for me, my community. I seen who I didn't want to be like, and I seen what I wanted to be like.
Right.
So just like that type of stuff just motivate me every day, and yeah, that's what motivates me. So to answer your question, it's not really like
It's not one
money, it's not legacy.
thing.
It's just more so like where I want to be, and I know I'm not there yet.
Yeah. Could you see yourself coaching down the line? Like, have you ever like
Nah,
helped out in that aspect? Could you see yourself coaching somebody, coaching a
nah,
fighter?
I definitely help out. I don't, helping out, especially if it's somebody that I want that's like coming from where I come from, and I want to see them win. I definitely help out, but coaching, nah, just because of the fact that I feel like a lot of fighters they could testify to this. It's just us fighters, we put in a lot of sacrifices, a lot of hard work. We give up a lot, so we could be our best self. Doing that as a coach, you gotta like it's real hard to do that as a fighter and then come back do it as a coach. So I feel like that's why, like for me, when it's all said and done and I'm done, I'm done. Like
Mhm.
I'm ready, just to chill now and just make up for lost time. So
Right. So when I'm out of here, oh, it's over with. I help out a little bit, but I'm done. I'm out of here.
yeah, let somebody else,
I feel you,
like people
cause
be asking me now, I'm like, I'm a fighter. I'm not a coach, I'm a fighter. So
right, right. Some people got it natural though. Like you'll just pick it up naturally. Cause and the reason I
yeah.
asked, I know you're a student. You were like a sponge, and you soak it in. So I like to see fighters from time to time giving game to the other guys. Like something I see Bud Crawford do. Like you see always hitting the pads. It's just little stuff giving,
Mhm.
tear there. You could see yourself operating in that type of capacity, right? He ain't a full blown coach, but he'll
Yeah. Nah.
there and help his
Yeah.
people
Nah.
stay sharp.
Yeah. If I know I could really help somebody, accomplish their goal, accomplish something that they want, then definitely I'll do it for them without nothing in return, just so they could, just so I could say like, damn, like I'm happy for you. I kind of do it already now, just giving advice.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, it's a balance. Can't be too deep in it.
Mm-hmm. Right. And something else I wanted to ask too, right? Something that we often talk about over here that I despise the word ducking, right? Ducking. I know again, it's early. You probably haven't had the, experience this quite yet, but just in your mind, you being a fighter, right? You know, what do you think? What do you think when you hear the word duck? Like for instance, the way they doing boots, like they framing boots is a duck, right? What do you think about that term, and is it overused? And do you think that is fighters actually being scared to fight one another, or is it more so the business you would think?
I feel like you got some fighters that duck, and eventually, do I think they scared? No, I just feel like how I said before, if I fight you and I know my skills ain't as good as yours, I ain't scared to fight you.
Mm-hmm.
It's just business wise, I ain't going. It's going to derail my career. And if
Mm-hmm.
I could fight somebody easier and keep going up, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
scared to fight you, but I
Mm-hmm.
know that like, this is what I do for a living. This is how I provide. If I could not fight you and keep on fighting at the top level for 2, 3 more years, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. And
Mm-hmm.
you know, I'm not saying it as like I just put it into aspects of more like Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson.
Mm-hmm.
If I was Tank, Shakur would be my last fight because if I fight him now, then it's gonna be like, oh, X, Y, and Z. But if I just keep knocking everybody out and I just fight them as my last fight, whether they say or not, I already got the bag that I needed, you know. So it ain't more so about anybody ducking who. It's like it's business and right timing.
Right. See, yeah, I love that answer, man. I think so too. I think you know, to a degree, it's guys. Sometimes, you know, you'll see somebody that don't want to fight, but for me, I think more times than not, it be something business related, right? Maybe they couldn't come to terms on, you know, some minor details or something to that effect, and you'd end up not seeing the fight. But I just had to get your thoughts on it because, you know, y'all fighters at the end of the day, y'all signed up for this. I don't see you, you know, boxing for as long as you have and, you know, you turning pro just to be scared to do something that you chose to do. It just, I hear fans say that, you know, they just go crazy. You know, they've been doing
Right.
it, stuck, duck, duck. I'm just like, man, it's business more so than anything. You gotta do what makes sense. You got to. Shout out to Bronze, man. Pardon me, bro. We wanted to ask your thoughts on Gary Antoine Russell and Ryo, Jose Valenzuela.
Okay. I like that fight. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like Gary Russell, he came off a loss, but he really a tough fighter for anybody. You know, he's one of the guys in the division that, you know, no matter who you put in front of him, it's going to be a tough fight. And coming off this loss is only going to make him a hungrier fighter, and he's only going to be tougher, you know. But I feel like with Ryo, he kind of got like, you know, he people be saying that other fighters be ducking him or this case that or whatever the case might be. So I feel like it's gonna give Gary Russell another opportunity to come back and you know,
Right.
reclaim his spot in the game. And it's another great opportunity for Ryo. Like if he beat him, to say like, look, I'm fighting who all y'all don't want to fight. You know, yeah, I know he a hard fight for this person, that person, and this person. Y'all ain't fighting him because he lost. Well, I just beat him, and now, you know, give me my spot again. I just beat Cruz, beat this Joker. Like, what
Right.
else more do y'all want me to do? You know?
Right. Exactly. So, and you know, we just kicked off the new year, and I appreciate you coming up to build. What fights are you looking forward to, if any, this year?
Definitely looking forward to that David Benavidez and Morrell fight.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if they making that Crawford and Canelo fight, I'm definitely tuned in. And hopefully they'll be able to make the Tank and Shakur fight. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Right.
those three fights right there, I feel like, you know, it's the best fights that could possibly be having
Mm-hmm.
this year.
Right, I'm with you. I'm with you. So let me ask you, man. You was the promoter, man, right? Keith Cologne is the promoter, right? You got the power. Tell us three fights that you would make sure happen this year. What's top three fights? If you had it your way, you could, you know, if you was the promoter putting on the fight, what fights would you put on for the people?
I feel like I'll do all excitement fights. Like I'll
Mm-hmm.
go, dang, three. All right, since we had Tank and Ryan, I'm not even gonna do a part two because we had it already. You know,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that'd
Any
be a
three fights, it
banger.
don't matter. Any three fights you want.
Yeah, so I bet then I'll go Tank and Ryan part two, just because, you know, that's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be a crazy excitement fight. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like it end up the same way, but it'd still be exciting. Then
Right.
we'll go. Then we will go Tank and Shakur, and then Tank and Devin.
Tank man all the fight.
Yeah,
About to
I say
be
taking all the
keepers
fights.
for the people, man. Y'all hear champ? He just gave us three fights that all we do is talk about, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
now the reason why I say that is because if we talking about fights that's gonna happen,
Mm-hmm.
Shakur and Devin,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a lot of people they going, oh, Shakur and Devin, then they gonna be like, oh, this was a booty fight. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
not that, it's just styles. You
Right.
know, they
Right.
both it's just, you know, perfectionists, and they both about their technique, skills, not making too many mistakes. So that's not
Mm-hmm.
gonna be a fight that people gonna want to see. Before
Right.
I see Tank and Shakur, I mean Shakur and Devin, I'd rather see uh Ryan and Shakur, you know,
Mm-hmm.
because To me that'd be more exciting. Like
Right.
I don't want to see Ryan and Devin again. I don't know for what. Nah, but
I'm with you.
that's in my opinion.
Okay. Shit. Yeah, I'm with you. Shout out to Andy Gill, man. Question. He said, as far as undercards, like, is it, who, is it anybody's undercard that you would like to, fight on and, just be a part of any of these guys coming up?
Undercard.
He like, hell nah, man. He thinking main event. Y'all asking the wrong question. Champ trying to main event. Talking about co-main.
Yeah, I mean, unless it's like a, I mean, yeah, that's another thing. Undercard, it depends on what fight. If I'm like
Right.
first fight,
Right.
ain't like gonna be there.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Or no, like right now, like if you is it somebody out there that you see like that's headlining the cars right now that you'll be like, I'd like to be a part of that event,
I
whether
mean,
it's
of course,
Canelo,
like
Anthony
a tank.
Joshua, whoever, like Cologne
I
promotion.
say Tank and Canelo. I feel like they're the face of boxing right now, and we know like when they fight, everybody gonna be there. So if they the main, I'm the co-main. Tank and Canelo, you know, just that's a one in a lifetime experience.
Right, right.
Unless you that guy. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll go Tank Canelo.
Okay. Shout out to Behind the Hands TV. Said asked if he feels is the transition from prospect to contender. What he feels is the transition from prospect to contender.
I feel like the transition from prospect to contender is once I feel like once you start fighting journeyman, meaning
Right.
kind of the guys that's coming in there, making your fights, hard, but you
Mm-hmm.
got enough skill to beat them. Once you
Mm-hmm.
go from that to kind
Mm-hmm.
of going to fights contender, that's like 60-40 fights. They not
Right.
really 50-50, but they 60-40 or
Mm-hmm.
even set like 70-30.
Mm-hmm.
Those fights where it's like, all right, cool, you know, you fighting a former world champion, somebody that was up there, and it's kind of a close fight. We're gonna see if the young guy can knock the old guy that's trying to reclaim his spot. I feel like that's the difference between contender, no prospect. Right? That's what you said, prospect and contender.
Yeah, from prospect to contender. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Appreciate that answer, man. So, man, get the year started, man. What's 2025 holding for Keep Cologne? Because I just seen my bro behind the hand said Cologne Promotions 2025. I mean, I don't know. You just throwing stuff out there. What do you think this year
Definitely.
holds for you?
It definitely. Uh, first thing is I'm not trying to. It's a lot of things that a lot of fighters miss.
Mhm.
Just jumping into the game and they don't understand. And I'm seeing it like, why they don't do this and why they don't do that. But that's dumb. But definitely February 1st starting off. That's my fourth fight coming back in Newark Prudential Center. That's home. So I want to get that started off. This fight, want to get about you know I want to say like 4 fights, not too many, just
Mm,
because
mm,
I really want this to be my last four rounder.
mm,
So if this is my last four rounder, then we got 3 more fights, and
mm,
depending on how they go and how I'm feeling, I want to finish the year off with
four fights.
4 fights, and just keep on elevating and
Mm,
keep bringing excitement, keep bringing the excitement back to boxing, and just putting on for my city.
right. So, real quick, because you went through that. Did you just drop the fight date?
Yeah, February 1st.
So y'all heard it because I know somebody was gonna ask before I got him out of here. Somebody asked. So February 1st, he back. And you back at the Prudential.
Right, Prudential Center in Newark.
I'll be there. I'll be there to watch. I'll be
Most
there.
that, most that.
I'll be there. Whereas he learned at this point in boxing that he didn't know when he started. Is there anything that you picked up on, as far as the sport that you didn't, wasn't aware of before you started?
Um, like I said, really just playing other sports.
Mhm.
I feel like boxing, and a lot of other sports like baseball,
Right.
wrestling,
Mm-hmm.
basketball, football, all like some way or another, they all kind of they all kind of help each other in one way. Um, so I feel like when I was playing baseball, like whether I knew it or not, but it's kind of the same thing as like throwing punches,
Mm-hmm.
just throwing the ball,
Mm-hmm.
punching and understanding certain drills that help you get your waist and
Right.
transferring your power, like little things like that. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Football help you with your hand-eye coordination, baseball hand-eye coordination. So while I was playing those sports, I was also preparing myself for my boxing career, and I just didn't know.
Mm. Ah, that's dope. That's dope. You all those different sports that you was into that you participated in just prepared you for what is now your boxing career. And like I said
Definitely
earlier, you made a damn good decision. You said,
appreciate that.
televise. Yeah, what card is it? Do you know yet? You said February 1st.
Oh yeah, it's something called like Winter Warfare.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if I'm not mistaken, they got Lorenzo Truck Simpson on the card.
I'm gonna look
So
into that. I appreciate that. I'm gonna look into
yeah,
it.
so he on the card as well, Lorenzo Truck Simpson. You got some local guys fighting as well. You also
Right.
got like a big heavyweight, if I'm not mistaken. He the main event. So got some. It's if I'm not mistaken, it's about 12 fights on the card, 11, 12
Mm.
fights. So
February 1st. Yeah, I heard it, man. So, before I let you go, we gotta know what could the people expect February 1st? Because we tuning in.
yeah, definitely. February 1st is expect excitement. I feel like I'm 3-0 with 3 knockouts, but I want to give my people a show. So I really want to get the best opponent out there that's gonna come to fight and come to win. So expect excitement. Expect a new version of me, just showing more of my skills and talent, and just be ready for a great show.
Man, and y'all heard it from the prospect of the year, man. Congrats to you, man. Big salute
Thank
to
you.
you and Pops as well, man. Y'all just keep putting on. We gonna keep rocking. I appreciate you continuously, coming to build, man. You're a regular over here, so the platform is yours anytime you need it. And as always, man, let the people know where they could follow you. So if it's anybody new in here, they know where they could, support you.
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at official keep Cologne. That's where all like my fight updates, any like media information you'll know. Then you can also follow me on YouTube at Keep Tsunami Cologne. That's where I drop more training footage, more behind the scenes life of a boxer.
Mhm. Yeah, man. Y'all go make sure y'all tap into his YouTube too. He got a dope YouTube channel and it's authentic, real content. Oh, real quick, that just got me to thinking, man. Man, I'm mad. I usually be prepared and had the clips on standby, but I seen this one clip with you in the ring in the sparring, bro. You can't let him. You was playing with the guy you spent around,
Uh,
man. I was like, yo, bro, in there having a ball, man. What was that?
yeah,
What was that, man?
yeah. That was just me having fun.
Right.
Um, the guy like after I only ended up doing 2 rounds. After the first round, I already
Mm.
knew that the guy wasn't on my level.
Right.
But then again, like I'm a seasoned fighter. I don't get nothing out of hurting another fighter. So
Mm.
that was me just instead of me just going in for the kill, I just went in there just to go have fun at that time.
Mm.
Now if it
Nice.
was a fight, it'd be something totally different. But
Absolutely.
yeah, that was me just having fun. Like I be getting in my flow sometimes, and I just be doing whatever. So
Yeah.
like I was just playing, and then I just spent around and punched them.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Stuff like that, man. Keep them coming. Little moments like that you sharing, like as I'm
definitely
following, because I'm, my notifications on, so I'm actively, I'm seeing these things you posting. You putting up some good content, and it's a way to get the people
thank
to connect, man. I think they're gonna, you know, each time you come here, the goal is to have somebody else support you,
right.
somebody else to say, "Hey, man, I'm gonna check him out. Oh, I'm going to follow him. I'm subscribing to the channel." That's what we want to do over here, build and showcase you, the fighter, highlight what's going on with you, and just enjoy the journey, man. So again, appreciate your time, man. You welcome here anytime. Tell your dad, shout out to him, man. Appreciate y'all, man, making yourselves available to have these conversations, man.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate you.
You always welcome up, and y'all already know February 1st, tap in. He will be back in the ring. All right, bro. Peace to the champ, man. Shout out to everybody rocking with me, man. That was Keith Tsunami Cologne. And pardon me, I made a mistake. I said 3-0, 2 KOs. He 3-0, 3 KOs. Pardon me, that was a mistake. That was my mistake, y'all. Players mess up. Players mess up, man. But appreciate him coming up here. Like I said, they recognized him as the prospect of the year. And he on his way, man. February 1st, he'll be right back in the building, man. And fighting at Newark, the Prudential again. I'm going to be there, man. I'm going to go. Tank Stevenson. Nah. He worked with he definitely got some work with Cord before too, man. Yeah, man. Keep knocking these dudes out. Shout out to everybody in the building. Before we get out of here though, we do gotta, I'm gonna finish up the rest of the live. I wanna pull this up for anybody that didn't catch this, man. Just so we make sure we touch our, make sure we hit the topics. Give me a second, y'all. So I seen this video, as I was saying, man. I seen this video with Mimo Heredia and Victor Conte going back and forth, exchanging words, and in the process in this video, I seen Tank called it straight. This must have been an older clip from Victor Conte too. Where is it at? Give me a second, y'all. I think this is it right here. Shit, Tank Stevenson is funny. We get to a whole plan, keep winning. This was Angel Mimo Heredia Hernandez and Victor Conte going back and forth about VADA testing. Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. This is the kind of stuff right here that just push you away from boxing. This stuff shouldn't even be happening. The fact that people are going back and forth about VADA testing, cheating, protocols, whatever the case. But it's two guys that like people don't trust the most, right? Going back and forth about cheating, right? Let's play this. Let me turn that music off. It's incredibly irresponsible and unethical for VADA testing to have 15 days without testing after testing started. What kind of protocol? What did he say? Who is VADA protecting? And yes, I've advised many testing organizations. And yes, I know about testing. Should be deeply investigated. Y'all, all y'all asses need to be investigated, bro. Act 1, he has a history of running away from random PD testing. Act 2, his team get upset when asked for random drug testing prior to his fight. Act 3, mysteriously after testing starts, is left 15 days without testing. Wow. Boxing is crazy sometimes, bro. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Yeah, two of the most untrustworthy participants in boxing, I know, going at it, right? This is what boxing is at this point, man. And this is Victor Conte as well. Mimo has no idea what he's talking about in terms of frequency of VADA testing for Benavidez and Morel. He said the budget paid by the promoter and length of time until the fight. A small budget means less frequency of testing than a larger budget. So if Mimo has a problem with the frequency of the testing, he should ask the promoter why such a small budget was paid for testing. If you put a quarter tank of gas in the car, you cannot go as far as if you put a full tank of gas in the car. No shit, Dick. Mimo needs to contact the promoter and ask him why there was possibly a small budget for testing. The budget basically determines the frequency of testing. That's some interesting insight. So he's saying that, so that explains why maybe some people get tested less than others. But is it a budget situation? And maybe people trying to save money? Possibly. A reign of peace, Queen. Happy New Year to you. How you feeling? Yeah, man. Big shout out to Keith Cologne, man. Everybody rocking out. I'm going to change the title, man, and thumbnail. Let y'all know he came through to come build with us. But yeah, this is messy, bro. Cash Crypto, my God, what's good with it? To Ray David, shout out to everybody in the building. Pardon me if I missed anybody, man. Yeah, he next, man. February 1st, he be right back. And this is Angel again. And yes, I do. VADA determines the number of blood and urine testing during a contract. 15-day no testing is unacceptable. Here or Mars. Stop defending your terrible asset and be neutral as the way you should be. Man, big respect to Keith, man. And these dudes going back and forth. I'm completely neutral with no bias. I have nothing to do with VADA testing or Benavidez and Morel. However, I informed Mr. Morel Jr. So this is what he's saying. And this is a follow-up too as well, y'all. You know, with all of Morel being questioned about his testing, they saying here that Morel's junior side has been tested 4 times thus far. I assume that Benavidez has been tested an equal number of times. Hopefully so. Everything's on the up and up with this fight. Because we don't need no mess ups, man. We just need to see a clean, good fight, bro. Benavidez know he's going to sleep. It's a lot of different ways you could look at that. Like, it seemed like these knockout victims are complaining about his power, but then they've been knocked out by other people too, just as bad or worse. So, I don't know. Oh, yeah.
Don't do effective testing, period. If you want to clear it up, there's plenty of ways to do it. You just hire VADA and you put the frequency of the testing, samples being collected, and what they test for. There's programs like, I can tell you right now, that Caleb Plant and Benavidez are in a 12-week program where they're being tested quite frequently. Now, he's a PBC fighter, but he knows to ask for it. The A side can demand it. Now, I can tell you another time when Tank fought Barrios, and then they were tested 3 times, and they weren't tested for the remaining month before the fight, and the managers and people were calling me up and saying, what's up with this? Why is there no testing? Because they signed up for a lesser program, you know? So there's different tiers. Do you want the Rolls Royce, you want the Ford, or you want the Volkswagen? You see? So sometimes, and they do it for risk management purposes. Promoters do not want positive drug tests because it costs them money. So they'll either have no drug testing or they'll put in a little cheap, you know, where they maybe be tested once every 2 or 3 weeks instead of once every week. So you got to know the nuances. What is the actual term and condition and agreement regarding how stringent the testing will be? Make sense? So I do know that Tank has been tested before, but they complained in that fight, and I know this, that for this fight with Caleb and Benavidez over a similar period of time, they'll be tested 8 times. Well, I can tell you this, Tank and Barrios were tested 4 times.
Now I want to dig.
So that you see there, that's what he was saying. Shout out to Fight Hype, always with it exclusive. That was Victor Conte speaking on Tank and Barrios being tested 3 times as opposed and not being tested for the remaining month. Like, the only reason I bring this stuff up because I know I'm not the only one that see it, and I ain't here to protect no fighter, especially if you're cheating or not. But my issue is when you put out information like that without the proper context and you just speaking, you know, just making these broad statements, like you almost leave room for people to do exactly what you know they're going to do. Assume that it's something funny going on because look how you double down. I know, you know, Tank and Barrels were only tested 3 times and they weren't tested for the rest of the, you know, the last month out from the fight. You know, Benavidez and Morel, you know, like, man, shut up, dude. This is why people don't, like, you got an opinion on everything. You know, everybody else's business. Like, this shit get weird, man. So, I don't know, the guy that ain't been trustworthy is the guy that's speaking on everybody else and almost, you know, creating a dialogue where it sounds like you calling people cheaters or saying they got something funny going on. Either that or you calling the PBC out for having a cheap budget when it comes to testing for one of their top stars. That's exactly what you're doing. That's exactly what you're doing. So you know how people going to take it and run with it. Like, and my thing is this. If you're talking about Benavidez and Morel, what the hell did Tank have to do with them two? Like, you get what I'm trying to say? I don't even understand how that came up like that. Like, what did Barrios and Tank fight have to do? We talking about Benavidez and Morel. Barrios and Tank was years ago. Like, why are we talking about that? I didn't understand that. So that's why I say you got to be careful when you decide you want to put out bits and pieces of information and make sure that people understand why is it that you putting out this information, right? What is it that you doing? You know what I'm saying? That shit just don't hit my ear the right way. You know what I'm saying? I ain't like the way he kind of, set the table with that. Say it'd be a holiday victor convict. Cal stupid. Benavidez fast hands, better gas tank, better competition. Yeah, Benavidez got some fast hands, good combinations. It's good. It should be an interesting fight. David Morrell uses full toolbox. It should be a fun fight, yo. Can't spell Conte without con, right? AKA con man, AKA convict. Now that's a fact though. That's a fact. But let's play the rest of this. Shout out to Fire Hype again, always with this.
On a topic that doesn't really get brought up too much in boxing. I know that recently Senna Agbeko kind of hinted when he fought Morrell in Minnesota that
we played that. So again, that's more people speculating if Morrell is clean fighter or not. Look, it remains to be seen. I ain't got no reason to suspect that he dirty. I don't give a damn how long you take the test, as long as you got tested the equal amount of times as your counterpart. All this like little, I think people be reaching like, yeah, well, he took too long to take the test. That's not but did he take it? And did he take it accordingly? Is he getting tested regularly the right way? He should, right? So as long as that's what's going on with Benavidez and Morrell, I just want to see a great fight, a clean fight. I want to see this fight be the 50-50 type of fair that I think it could be. That's what I want to see. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right now, Morrell definitely, Benavidez got the edge with the competition, big dog Willie. He got more fights. He got he got the Plants, the Andre, and then even Voshik in his last fight. Those are that's a lot of experience he picked up in the last 3 fights or so. So yeah, he definitely fought the better competition in its entirety, because he got a full, way more fights. But the interesting thing about this, and even though we can't look at it this way, if you look at the first 11 fights, like if you just stopped at fight 11 for Benavidez and just went down the first 11 fights, it's night and day. It ain't might. It's going to be night and day. So although, Benavidez, I think, got more than twice as many fights. He got more than twice as many fights than Morrell. Morrell started fighting more quality opposition earlier in his career. So even though he don't have quantity, when you look at the number of fights, it's only 11, but he got quality with those number of fights, right? He fought some quality, solid guys. So good fighters. But again, Benavidez, in terms of like experience, he made some significant separation, I believe, with the last 3 fights or so. He really got some quality, challenges, and Caleb Plant, and Demetrius Andrade, and Alexander Voshik. So all those guys were worthy opponents, good fighters. Boo Boo was undefeated. Caleb Plant had 1 loss, I believe. Voshik 1 loss. Like, got a lot of experience with those fights. Dante Boxing talking my guy. Said, no wonder I Tank got so much. Yeah, they gonna be tripping. Tank hasn't fought the household. He hasn't fought the household names yet. But those 11 fights, he can't make up for the amount of experience that's on the side of My bad, John. He said Morrell brings signature sounds. What it do, my guy? Morrell only touched junior straps. Hardly a 2-division champion. Yeah, I don't know. For me, the he had the WBA strap at 68. I wouldn't call him a 2-division champion though. I don't think so. Do we got a belt now? Was that for some type of intern belt? But I know he had the WBA belt at 68. The regular champion can't be considered a junior strap. Respectfully, I know the fans have found creative ways to try to diminish the importance or the value or validity of a regular title, but Yeah, he was looked at as the champion, WBA champion. Fresh Baker, what it do, man? Let's see you yesterday, but I wanted to wish you and your family Happy New Year. Oh yeah, Fender Bender, appreciate you, bro. Happy New Year to you. Yeah, we did. We was on twice yesterday. We jumped on. We did 2 lives yesterday, man. We was building with the peoples, man. We was building with the good folk. You see the little Hackett interview? Oh nah, I didn't catch it, bro. I probably could I don't know, maybe share it tomorrow or something like that. Maybe I'll play it on there. I'll share it with y'all tomorrow. We could talk about it. I didn't know he did an actual interview over there. I didn't get to see it. Because, he come on at, I think, 3 o'clock. I'll be on at 4, so I didn't get a chance to check it out. Nobody refused the test or none. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Dante. That's the bigger picture. The fact that nobody refused no test and nothing like that, they should be good. Everything should be on the up and up, man. It should be on the up and up. Boom, 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 boom. Canelo, he did have the belt down there, bro. He did have the belt, and Canelo don't got the IBF strap. Canelo ain't even an undisputed champion down there no more. He had all the belts down there, but that's why I hate the belt conversation, because it get too, this one's not a real champion. This one is. I'll say this, man. If your belt comes with mandatories, it's in fact very real. That's just how I see that, right? I don't know how nobody else look at it. For me, for Just Do Y'all, when you have mandatory obligations, the belt matters, because they literally making you fight to keep it. You get what I'm saying? So I never looked at a regular title. Oh, that's just something bad. That's a Reggie belt or junior title. Nah, that's the real belt. You got to pay for this shit. You got to defend it. You know what I'm saying? Adrian, my guy, what it do, fam? How you feeling, man? Happy New Year to you, man. Yeah, man. Niggas can't tell you what the NABF is, the junior title for. Shout out to Big Supreme. That's my guy right there, man. Being a comment cooking, man. And Gil, you can get Plant out of there like Canelo did. It was interesting that he didn't get Caleb Plant out and he throw more punches and is busier and stuff like that. It was interesting that he wasn't able to stop him, but Caleb is more talented than people will ever give him credit for. Or the OABF. You don't know that belt. Now, to be honest, I don't think I know that one, Big Supreme. I ain't gonna lie to you. not OABF. I'm not for sure. I don't think so. I might be in the with that one. But yeah, man, shout out to you, my guy. Barrios is a snack fighter, so he knew about their testing. Maybe, but I don't know, man. Everybody wearing a snack shirt is not snack. We was talking about that yesterday. YSM was touching on that. Some people just got affiliations. They get paid to wear the shirt and stuff like that. I don't know for sure if he was on some type of, the snack that y'all talking about. I don't know. NABF is a junior belt for the WBC. For sure. Shout out to my guy behind the hands, TV. Yeah, man. We got some good, knowledgeable people in the Chizat, man. But that he threw me for a little Big Supreme did with the other one. I think that was the first time I heard about it. I ain't gonna lie. That one, he got me with that one. The other one I heard, but the OABF, that's a little different. Got me with that one, bro. You got me, bro. Got me with that one. So, hold on, man. Trying to go to some, y'all. Somebody asked about Greg Hackett and what's the name in the joint, right? Somebody asked about Greg Hackett and what's his name? Greg Hackett and didn't wear the snack shirt, but I think it means potatoes and gravy. Fam, you stupid. You stupid, man. Yeah, snack sponsor versus snack belt. Snack client. Snack sponsor versus snack client. Yeah, Brian Newman Jr. I'm busy. I don't know. I was drawing a blank real quick. Hold on. Shout out to them boys, man. They really gonna fight. They really gonna fight. Somebody had mentioned that to me. Hold on, I got something for y'all. Little clip before we get out of here. We're gonna end it with them talking to each other, man. Where is it? Which one is it? Where is it? Yeah, they was going at it. Hold on, I think they said ride hat. My bad, y'all. My bad. I feel like I'm hiding from y'all back here. I think they fight February 15th in Atlanta, yeah.
Wonderful to shit all of these fools. I mean, I'm coming back to all of y'all posts. And listen, I'm talking shit before it happened. I gotta prove myself.
Right,
you understand what I'm saying? So the shit I'm saying ain't some shit I can fake. You can fake anything in the world, but you can't fake physicality. You can fake status. You can fake money. You can fake a lot of shit. Physicality is something you can't fake, right? So I'm reading the comments on some of your shit and some of YSM shit. And I'm like, bro, these motherfuckers really think this nigga fucking with me.
That's cause you old as shit.
I know, but I'm like, bro, y'all in for it, bro. Y'all are really fucking in for it.
You old as shit, bro.
I know it. I'm sure, and that makes it even better. That makes it even better for me. Greg, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Everybody say that.
Greg, I'm going to kick your ass, bro. That's like no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's no way.
Everybody,
Hey, look. Somebody else I told y'all that. Hey, look. Somebody else I told Neil. I told you there was no way Septian was gonna be my boy. Somebody else, I'm telling you, there's no way There's no way. This is gonna be an ongoing thing. So Extension is 1. Greg is about to be 2, and the other one gonna be 3. You hear what I said? I ain't even gonna say his name. I'm telling you this. This is my prediction, and y'all gonna give me my flowers should be by August minimum. By August at least 2025. Fuck my flowers. Y'all gotta do nothing but give me my respect, because you ain't gonna be able to change what happened.
I was about to say, niggas get flowers when they go to the hospital too.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. But look, again, like I said, y'all ain't gonna be able to do nothing but give me my motherfucking respect, because I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. There ain't gonna be shit. It ain't gonna be shit nobody can say.
They gonna have to give respect anyway, because we getting in there.
Absolutely.
But how
But
it turns out.
You got some fake ass motherfuckers that really don't even understand that, they don't do nothing in life. So they don't even understand the magnitude of what we doing right now. They don't understand the concept of put up or shut up.
Hello,
we real deal putting up.
I like both guys.
You feel me? We real deal putting up a shut up in front of the fucking world. We advertising this shit for the world to come see, for the world to come criticize, for the world to come critique. You feel what I'm saying?
For sure.
You feel me? But hey, again, man, I'm excited.
But for you, it's like your birthday. Like, you excited.
I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Real quick. I just gotta do this. Shout out to Signature Sounds. Hey, bro, I'm gonna just ask you this: didn't the WBA look at David Morrell as their champion? When you say the belt didn't hold merit, like, who says who? You? It didn't hold merit to you, because Canelo had. That's why I hate the belt conversation. But that's the question I would have: did the WBA recognize David Morrell as a champion? Like, we can't say it don't hold no merit to who. You get what I'm trying to say? That I don't really. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. How doesn't it? It's the same thing they do with the belt Tank got the WBA belt. They call it a Mickey Mouse belt, a Reggie belt. But then he'll have mandatory obligations to defend the belt. You get what I'm trying to say? I don't understand it. Like, what's not,
No, that ain't it. If you go back, I ain't even gonna lie to you, because I'm a realist, and I always pride myself on being real. You go back, you watch some of my first interviews when I first talked about this. I was kind of real on some other shit. And I was like, well, I got to get my shit together first. I even said that kind of shit. My shit is together. I'm fucking you up. My shit is together. My shit is together more than 30 days, more than 30, like 45, 50 days out. Greg, I'm fucking you up, bro.
Hold on.
I'm fucking
What
you
day
up,
is it?
dog.
That's
That's
if
all
you
I got
could.
to say.
That's if you can land though.
You know what?
No, man.
Everybody talk like
And
that.
To
I'm going to
me,
give you that.
see,
I'm going to give you that. Watch
that's the
this. I
thing,
got
though. That's where the problem comes in at. That's to you. To you, it doesn't. But that's the problem right there. To the sanctioning body, it does. So, like, it's hard. All I'm saying is, let's not discredit what a champion is. The man was recognized as a champion. He a legit champion. It's only fans that find ways to discredit who's a champion versus, this guy super champion this, and this guy was not a champion because Canelo this. We know he didn't lose the belt in the ring, but he got stripped, was it, or gave up the IBF, was it, when he didn't fight William Skull? So I get it, but I just don't think you can take credit away from they recognize him as their champion. The ones that matters more than the opinion of just one single fan. You get what I'm trying to say? And that's no shade, no slight, no nothing. It's just me understanding that people do that with those belts, and I would never understand it, because if it was of no importance, then why are they having people not only paying for it or not paying? When they fight for it and you got mandatory obligations, I think that makes it important. That establishes the importance of the belt. The fact that people will have to fight for it to keep on to it. You can't just ignore mandatory obligations or you'll be stripped. Get what I'm trying to say? I don't know, man.
I'm not going to tell you my plan for that. I'm going to give you that because I see what you do. I know. No. You don't know my plan at all.
I do.
I know how you survive. I see how you survive. I know what you do.
Fighter, what it do?
I got something for it. Don't worry about
it. They say this team just don't want the Morel fight. They may back out soon because they are using the steroids as an excuse already. The media is right behind this narrative. I ain't gonna lie, bro. They jumped on that. They jumped on that really quickly. I ain't gonna lie. They did. Superman, what it do, man? They took all the W off their site. BoxRec, yeah. Did you just say that? Shout out to Andy Gill. I hope you know that means absolutely nothing. Like BoxRec, some people will laugh for the bare mention that you just mentioned. BoxRec removing. That doesn't change anything. Like that just changes that for their site. That's just what I look at it. Maybe that's just less information on their site, but that didn't change anything by them removing them off their site. They just, I don't know why they did it, but I don't mean nothing. You know what I mean? Don't change the fact that guys
see how you survive.
Everybody say that.
Always,
everybody
man. We
say
rocking
that,
all
but then when they get in
2025.
there,
We
it's like
building,
totally
man. Roll the
different.
10K. We gonna get
Never.
it.
It's never.
For the year out.
I see how you survive. I see what you do.
It's never what they think. Like you looking at it, like when you look at it, Mill City from an outside angle, everybody like, oh, all right, I get it.
Shout out to
Then when
Andy
you get
Gill.
in
You
there,
right though.
they have the hardest time.
You do realize I'm a professional fighter.
Haney Morel beats him. They're gonna fail the test. If Morel beats him, he's gonna fail the test. I don't think neither
myself.
No, I'm
trying to tell though.
about
I don't think either
professional
guy
fighters. I ain't
gonna
talking
fail
about
the
fans.
test.
He actually is being really honest about that, because when I interviewed Jared Hurd,
I got you.
I asked him about.
I got you. Shout out to you, Andy Gill. Yeah, that's how some people don't even deem BoxRec as credible. Like that's a whole conversation right there and a half right there. But I'll just say this: they don't change anything. They don't write the rules. They their own website. Like they can't determine who's the champion and who's not. But they do. It does confuse the people that's not in the know. They think, oh, I don't see it on BoxRec. That means you ain't no. No, that don't mean shit. BoxRec just ain't on point with the information. You know what I'm saying? All them damn records, wild ass records they got up there. Conte gonna use his magic. BoxRec is run by Turki, and Turki has beef with the WBA. There you go. We out here buying up stuff, man.
His fight with Greg, he said you don't know what type of Greg you gonna get. Obviously Greg's been a little bit more a lot more active than you. You know what I mean? So
that's kind of like what he was referring to. Is we don't really know what type of Greg Hackett is going to come in here that night.
I agree,
Everybody,
but
everybody always watch tape and they be like, "Oh, I see what you do," and
all
then, but from that face to face angle, it's a totally different angle.
Tell him,
all the
Greg.
Gregs I've
Tell him,
seen,
Greg.
all
Stop
the Gregs
beating
I've
on the
seen so
senior
far,
Greg.
can't now one on beat me.
Mm-hmm.
Can't now one on fuck with me. All the Gregs I've seen so far.
So what are
It's
all
one.
the Gregs? What are all the Gregs?
I'm not even finna go into that because I don't want him to get in what I think he gonna this because not this. No, I'm not gonna say what all the Gregs
Listen,
are.
if you listen to him talk, he basing his whole thing on physical, him being in better shape, and I'm not mad at that because that might be his advantage. Him
No, no,
being in
no, no, no.
shape,
How?
he
No. How? My physical. I'm 45 years old. My physical can't be my advantage.
That don't got nothing to do with how you made up. You naturally a bigger guy. That's cool. You naturally a muscular guy. That's cool. That's how you built. So you go with all right. Every time I see Greg, he look fat. All right, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna be in shape. That's what everybody do.
That
That's
ain't what I'm
cool.
going. That
Mill
ain't what I'm
City,
going with.
Mill City, what you gotta understand, right? My career has been based on me fighting guys who had a whole camp, and I may have had a week, 2 weeks, and I'm in there like fuck it. So you gotta understand my mental. I don't care what you think. My mental is a world class mental because for me to be getting in there off a day's notice, 2 days notice, a week notice, 2 week notice, and I'm fighting a guy who got an 8 week camp. He's supposed to get rid of me. You know what I'm saying? Now
That
y'all gonna give me an old man who's a tow truck driver. Y'all gonna do that for me?
this is wonderful. I'm so glad
Yo,
that you're
Greg, a
speaking all of
fool,
this.
bro.
Who's a tow truck driver? Y'all gonna do that for me?
This is
Notice, and I'm fighting a guy who got an 8 week camp. He's supposed to get rid of me. You know what I'm saying? Now
that.
y'all gonna give me an old man who's a tow truck driver. Y'all gonna do that for me?
This is wonderful. I'm
He
so
said that shit
glad
with a
that you're
straight
speaking all of
face.
this. I'm so glad that you standing on your word. I'm so glad that you admit you have all of this time to get ready. We both have the same. Go close the door, man. We both got the same amount of time to get ready.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that you admit that you usually take your fights on short notice, and now that should be no excuses this time, right?
Is
So
as
when
I
so
never.
so when
Here's
I
the thing.
beat you,
No, here's the thing. I never make excuses. I'm just telling you what happened. I never
got you.
make it. I'm just
I wasn't saying that it wasn't a diss.
no,
My question
no.
to
I don't
you is,
care. I don't care if
what are
you was
you going
dissing
to
me or not.
say? What are you going to say when I beat you, Greg?
I ain't gonna say nothing because that's not gonna happen. Mhm. It's not gonna happen. Mhm. I'm
GHB.
telling you.
So your
I'm,
fight,
Bradley
hey,
fighting on
your
the
fight with
same.
one punch car. I saw that smile on your face, but you was cheesing like a motherfucker. But you got a whole goddamn like you got a whole set of veneers in that motherfucker.
but that wasn't even a fight though. That was just like something to do.
I saw what it
Mhm.
was. I saw exactly what it was. I'm just talking about the victory you got in it. So we got a guy coming off his victory. We got a guy, 7 years. We got 7, 8 years younger than me, coming off a victory, active. Man, he got a tremendous time to train. He stays in the gym, working actively. Man, it's all
I,
good, man. I can't wait, bro.
under,
I
I
can't wait.
understand why you confident because you got everything on your side. We fighting in your backyard. You know all the
Nah,
judges. You
Yeah,
know all the commission.
I
You
was
know
about to
no,
everybody.
ask
no, no.
that because I remember he said like him finding out that he had vertigo ended his boxing career. So I wonder, like, did that, is that still affect you? Because I was watching his show recently, and this firefighter he had vertigo, and it paused his career for a second. He wasn't able to do it, and then he had to wait for a while and go do some tests and get cleared again to be back on duty. So I wonder, like, what's the case with him with that vertigo stuff? Because I remember he brought that up. He said that was the reason his career ended and stuff like that. So I wonder, like, is that any effect on that, or are they just gonna go do it? Because he older now, you know what I'm saying? So RKB, Norman Hackett, man, this is gonna be interesting to see. Hackett been a little more, he been in the mix, he been in the gym, a little younger, you know what I mean? No, they might sleep on Greg, man. Greg might, man. Now, I think it's going to be entertaining to see these dudes actually get in there and scrap it out. But I don't know. I got to go watch some of Brian Norman Sr., bro. I think I've seen a clip or two of them before. I got to go back and do some homework. I don't want to just say anybody, but I think it should be entertaining, though. Let's see the Jerry Springer YouTube. Facts, he love it, bro. He love it. He get him up there. And they go. Quick, he said when Greg called him out the first time. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I wonder, is he gonna have any effect on him? You know what I'm saying? BoxRec stopped recognizing WA. WA took their records to Fight Facts, the old company that's back. Turk is a partner with WBC and WBA, and that's truth. Watching the fights live. But this one, the Butcher, you talking about this joint? You mean like call them live? Am I gonna call the fights? I think about it. I got to start remembering to do the polls, because if I get people that want me to do it, I'll do it. Yeah, it's gonna go away. Just could be dormant. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Andy. I wonder, will it have any effect on this fight? I wonder. But I like both of these dudes, though, man. I had to be Norman saying, hold on, why I just stop like that? I hate it when they do that. Gotta figure that out. Why it's doing that? Yeah, I'm buying the fight. Yeah, man, I support boxing. I think I like both of these dudes. I like Brian Norman Sr., bro. Dude, they a cool dude, man. Make time, visit the platforms, talk, try to be transparent and honest with the people, whether they believe it or not. I think that's what he tries to do. I don't think he a guy that's up there trying to lie for his son, mislead people, misdirection. I don't think he's doing any of that silly shit. You know what I mean? So I think he really just wants to see his son win. The end of the day. Mill City, my guy, what's good with it?
The guy, 7 years, we got 7, 8 years younger than me, coming off a victory. No. And I can respect. I'm not gonna sit here and say I wouldn't expect you to say that. I've been out of the game for a long time. I don't talk to no judges. I don't talk to no motherfucking referees. I don't know none of them. Like the main commission guy that I knew, all of them are gone. The guy named Tony, God rest his soul. That was my man. That's the only commission guy that I even fucking knew. Man? I don't know these guys. These new guys that's there now right now. My son don't fight in Georgia no more, so we don't know these guys like that. I'm not seeing these people. Now that's real talk. I don't know the judges, the commissioner. Is still mad. I can't remember who was the commissioner that was commissioned when I last left. I think he in California now. I can't remember his name. Whoever commissioned in California, that's who the commissioner was when I stopped boxing. And I think when my son was there. But other than that, bro, I don't know these people. So you ain't got to worry about that. I'm confident because I was unsure of what physical shape I was going to be able to get into. I'm confident because my legs waking the fuck back up like I never thought they would or never been or whatever. Because I done tried this shit before. You know what I'm saying? I tried it with no motivation. I tried to move around. I tried to do this and try to do it, and I just really couldn't do it, to be honest with you. But this time I had some motivation, and I'm amazed at what the fuck I was able to do, and I'm amazed at what I'm able to do. Like I said, this far out, and I just know for a fact there's no fucking way in the world you're gonna beat me. There's no way.
I like that because I need the best Brian Norman Sr.
Absolutely.
I need that.
And you said I got all the advantages. I do not have the advantage. You have the age advantage. You have the activity advantage. You have the health advantage. You have the you got all the advantages. The speed advantage. All the advantages on your side, outside of hometown advantage. That's it. Every other advantage is on your side.
Oh, he got the power too?
Yeah.
No,
he got the power too.
He got the power.
He got the power too.
He the big puncher.
He got all the advantages, man. He got all the advantages.
That's how he training, man. He's supposed to be training like that.
He got all the advantages, man. I'm just excited. Like I said, I can't. If you notice, you can go back to yourself. Look at my video. I wasn't like this. I wasn't acting like this. I wasn't talking like this. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a man that like to stand on what I say. So when I say some shit, I like to do what I say I'm gonna do. And I got integrity. I can't go out talking some shit that I don't know is true or not. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not just finna go out here just shoot some shit in the wind. I'm gonna say I'm gonna kick your ass. Yeah, but do I know how? This is before. Like, do I know how? No, not really. You know what I'm saying? This is before. You know what I mean? But now I know. Like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. Go look at that. Go look at my other interviews. My early interviews when it first got announced. It's been 30 days to me right now. You can look at the first interviews or whatever else. I was not speaking this confidently. Now I'm absolutely positive as I was in every fight I done talked to you about, in every fight I'm telling you about that's going to happen, and each one of my predictions is going to come true. You watch.
Okay, talk to him.
I'm gonna
Shout
tell
out
you
to
what he
B
did,
Norman.
Mill City. He got some sparring, right? He sparred a guy that probably had a little size to him. He went in there, hit him with a body shot, hurt the guy with a body shot, and he said, "I still got it." You know what I mean?
That
So
got you. That happened. That happened. I did get somebody with a good body shot. I got somebody with a good body shot or whatever. But that ain't what this was about. But
Who y'all
I'm gonna
got,
give you
man?
that did make me feel
Who
good
y'all
about
got as
myself
we
because
wrapping up the live, man? Shout out
I
to
haven't
everybody,
done it in so
man.
long.
Of
So that
course.
did make me feel good about myself that I was able to do that. So now he can have that. You're right.
All right, man. Shout out, man. Shout out to them, man. They got a fight coming, man. Listen, may the best man win. I rock with them both. Support B Norman and his pops. I think it's gonna be entertaining. Them dudes are funny. There's some funny guys, bro. Some funny guys. Shout out to my you got Gregory Cash. Signature Sound said I got senior. Dang, you got senior. You got Faith and G. G been active on you, be in the gym, shaking loose, man. You know what I'm saying?
And we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Shout out to my guy, man. They said, nah, it'd be fun to see them mix it up though. I'm gonna tune in and watch it for sure. I'll tune in and watch it for sure. I think it'll be entertaining. No, I mean, and all things real, they are putting it on the line in front of the people. You can't ask for nothing more than that. They was going back and forth. Now they willing to get in there and mix it up. You can tell there's no real animosity toward each other. It ain't got to be that for it to be a good fight. It could just end up being a good fight, period, right? So it is what it is, man. We'll watch anything. We boxing junkies over here. We'll watch just about any damn thing. And said Greg knows boxing. He said he knew he got a little I'm telling you, yo, his takes is interesting, man. He's always good to hear his boxing takes, man. He always go a place with it. And it's crazy because he's saying that's exactly what happened. I served 88, man. What's good with it, man? Fam, happy new year to you, man. And shout out to everybody that came to build with me, man, that, stopped in and listened to me build with Keith Cologne. Shout out to him, man. I'm going to change the title. I'm going to fix the title up. Got to fix the title up. Let y'all know that Keith was in the building. Got to ride with Greg. Greg been active in that vertical. My ass senior. Yeah, I'm telling you. Missing Stooge. I'm telling you, that's real. I just seen something where, that vertigo ain't no joke. So that's all. I was just asking a real question. Like, do it still affect him, or is it something that, he got over at this point? Boxing Dad, what it do, my guy? What's good with it, man? Was good with it. Shout out to you, man. I hope everybody started their new year off the right way, enjoying it. We're gonna look forward to these fights, man. Let's see what 2025 brings, man. I think it's gonna get started. I think it's a good fight in January. I think January got a good fight. Give me a second. Hold on. Man, I ain't uploaded. I'll bring it on the other one. I'll do it tomorrow, y'all. I'll do it tomorrow. But again, man, shout out to everybody in the building, man. Appreciate y'all stopping through to build with your boy one more time. Yeah, absolutely. Let the best man win. I support them both, man. It's fun. Yeah, this month. Yeah, Kello. It is. I think it's something toward the end, though. I think it's a fight toward the end of some significance. I gotta double check my post. I look at my messages and see. We'll talk about the fights that's coming up for I think it's January. What is it? January New Year boxing schedule from January to about March. From January to about March. I think NUA is at the end of this month. I think 25th. I think, but he fights Sam Goodman. Diego Pacheco. There's some fights coming up. We're gonna talk about this boxing schedule tomorrow. Anyway, fight. Yeah, Pacheco and Nelson. That's what I'm reading right there. The Pacheco and Nelson is one I'm checking for. I think NUA is gonna beat Sam Goodman up. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Battle of Davis could be a potential fight of the year. I hope it is. I hope it play out that good. Yeah, this month a little quiet for sure. I mean, it got a couple fights, but it ain't nothing too crazy. And you ain't losing to no Sam Goodman, man. He's just not. He probably more than likely gonna stop that guy. Upsets do happen, but I don't think it's gonna be that one. So with that, man, that's all I got for today, man. I appreciate everybody rocking with me, man. We will be back tomorrow to build on this boxing how we always do. Again, Happy New Year to everybody. Appreciate the support. We're just going to keep rocking. Shout out to Q Cologne and his dad. We're going to keep building and supporting. He back in the ring February 1st, too. Prudential Center in North. Y'all tap in, man. Make sure y'all go show the champ some love. Keep supporting, and let's keep building. Let's keep building, man. So Nelson might stop you. Boy, yo, Nelson nice, man. Nelson is nice. Day 1 out of 365. Shout out to my guy Gertz. I need PBC to get like Leroy, find the glue again. Yeah, hopefully 2025 they could bring the beat back. It seemed like they had issues with budgets or something, with a budget or something. I don't even want to say that and be wrong, but it just seemed like that based on what Espinoza was speaking on. Something drastically changed where they wasn't able to put on at least half of the shows that they told people they was going to put on. So you can't tell me that happens and there's nothing wrong, right? Something is clearly wrong over there, but they need that glow back for sure. Shout out to everybody, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all new year, man. Enjoy it. And I'll see all y'all tomorrow to build on this boxing. So with that, man, much love to everybody. We out. Peace to the fam.
Yo. You know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme's sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. "4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link."
In the building. Make sure y'all subscribe to Just Do Boxing, the best boxing talk on YouTube.
Just Do Boxing in the building, 4 o'clock shorty, man. Y'all make sure y'all check him out. He's going to be live today at 4 o'clock, man. And he's going to be spewing some good stuff as he always do with an unbiased approach, man. He's probably the most unbiased channel on YouTube.
What's going on? And one of my favorite channels, if y'all into that pugilistic perfection, if y'all into that boxing, that's that boy Just Do Boxing here on YouTube. Make sure y'all check out Just Do Boxing, the only unbiased boxing channel on YouTube, because